Yes, guys, welcome back to another video. We are live 3 hours before the Matchday 2 World Cup Fantasy deadline, and I'm absolutely loving this game. I'm sure you lot are too. I hope you are. I love the in-play management. I love how intense it is. I love the stick or twist captaincy. I love the scouting bonus. I'm hoping you guys, if you're watching this, I'm guessing you're enjoying the game as well. If you are, let me know in the comments. Let me know how you got on in Matchday 1. Many of you will be around that 100-point margin, which feels like a really good week, especially if you used one of your boosters. I did without the booster, not so good. With the booster, Erling Haaland, 105 points. Happy days. Shout out to so many of you watching. I can see Joe's in the house. We're going to show some of his graphics later. Jay is with us as well. Love that, Jay. Hope you're good, mate. We've got FPL Hippie with us. We've got Reese. Hello to all of our newbies. Igor, Thiago, Hail Mary. I can't see him starting after the last time. Messi versus Vini is a big one. Who'd you prioritize? Maybe this is for 12th man. Personally, I'd go with the fixture of Vini. 101 points without a chip. That is ridiculous. 105, I copied your team, and I'm third in my mini league. Good job, Saroj. Look, I'll let you know how I'm shaped up for match day 2. I'll show you my team right now. I have made one of my transfers. I've put some info at the bottom of the screen. Vini Jr. is in, and I am making a second transfer for a forward. I'm keeping that to myself for the time being. I want his ownership to stay. He's currently getting me scouting bonus. 107 with 12th man. Very nice work, guys. Thank you to everyone that's joining. Awesome to have you in. I'm going to answer as many questions as I can. The shorter questions, they're easier for me to digest. So do that. We've got the likes of Jay who will be modding and keeping an eye on those questions that I miss. Is Rafinha injured? Not that I know of. Maybe I've missed something. Maybe he's a doubt. I'm not sure. I will check that out. Guys, there's 178 of you in the house. I can't believe we had over 2,000 watching Matchday 1 deadline. I'm not expecting it to be that busy. But if you would like to help the algorithm support me by showing on more people's feeds, just by liking and subscribing, you're doing that. So please, if you are new around here, sub. If you could just hit the like button, it puts my video in front of way more people. YouTube likes that when it sees engagement. So press the like button if you can. What does the 12th man chip do? It gives you extra points for one player that stays in your 11. You cannot captain 12th man, but they can come in. Rafinha, a risk. Yeah, I guess I'm just willing to roll the dice on that. I mean, I haven't made that forward transfer yet. I could always sell Rafinha, but I feel like there's a chance if he's only a risk, I've probably just got to roll the dice on Rafinha, haven't I? Obviously, if he was ruled out, I'd sell him or even possibly take a hit. I mean, hits, remember, are -3 in this game. And a player like Rafinha, when money matters and you can go from Rafinha to another 8.5 million mid, -3 might not be so bad. Rafinha's game is Saturday. It's Thursday. I'm guessing Ancelotti and co don't know. Brazil are a team that leak quite a lot. And we did see they trained yesterday in a formation change. They put Martinelli and Luis Enrique there and Rafinha as part of a front four. The game's Saturday. They'll train today. They'll have a light session tomorrow. Sorry, it's Friday night. It's 1:30 a.m. Saturday, so it's kind of Friday night. What's the max acceptable hits? Depends on your team. Depends on your team. They're only -3. And remember, hits are more acceptable in this game. One, because they're -3, but two, you're probably using it on a premium player that you would give the armband to at some point. And if your hit goes to a captaincy option at some point, it's kind of okay. It's kind of okay. I'm not opposed to them. I'm really not. Let me just take a snap of my sub count because it's very unlikely we'd do it. But there's a chance we get to 41k today. 40,643 of you are subbed. That means I need 357. That's ambitious. Could happen. Could happen. Mark is in the chat. Hi, mate. Couldn't afford Elise. Got Doué instead. And do you know what the good thing about Doué was? There was talk that Barcola might come in for him. And Barcola came off the bench and scored. But he came off the bench and scored for Dembele. Doué stayed on the pitch. He did come off later. But it feels like Doué is ahead of not only Barcola, but even Dembele possibly. I think Doué is safe, and I like him very much for that fixture. Daniel says, hey, G, if you had to keep one of these two this week, who would you keep? Virt or James? probably James has got the better fixture. I like Ivory Coast. I'd say James, but that's a tough one. I'd only take hits if we had it confirmed that one of my players, like Rafinha, was out. But I don't think we're getting that in the next couple of hours. Maybe we do. Sabitzer to Sabari for a hit. I love this move. Not necessarily for a hit, but I love this move. I tip Sabari as one of my midfielders to buy. Sabari has not only performed really well in Matchday 1, but Morocco looked really good. And honestly, when you look at Morocco, they play Scotland, who struggled against Haiti. That should have been a draw. That was a fair result, a draw. I think Sabari, who is a midfielder at 6.8 million, that's 0.9% owned, playing up front for Morocco, linked with Bayern Munich this summer, he's a baller. Honestly, I like that move. I don't know if I like it for him, but I like the move. Guys, this morning, I've just cleaned my makeup off. I've just come from Sky Sports News. I was showing my team on Sky Sports News. You can see it there. It's a little bit different to the team that I'm showing you now because I've made one of my 2 transfers. So Musiala is no longer in the team. Vini Jr. is in the team. And I'm also selling Ferran Torres. My take on Ferran Torres, for those asking about Yamal, I think Yamal probably plays 60, probably starts. That doesn't necessarily mean that Ferran Torres doesn't start. Ferran Torres has different routes to the 11. He could start down the middle instead of Rathabal. I fancy that he won't start down the middle. I fancy that he could play on the left because I don't think Nico Williams is ready to start. There is a 50-50 chance Ferran Torres starts this football match, but I'm just not going to go and do that. I'm just not going to go and do that. So for me, Torres is leaving the building. I've got 6.1 million to spend on a forward. Where do I spend 6.1 million? Well, at the moment, I'm just going to keep them under the question mark because I want to keep their ownership low. Oyarzabal and Wirtz to Valencia and Elise. Yeah, I like those moves. Hey, Gianni, thought on the following moves, please. Oh, Jay, I've missed the final bit. What made you stick with Florian over Musiala? Minutes, Ice G. Florian Wirtz got 60. Musiala got 60. Sorry, Florian Wirtz got 90. Musiala got hooked at 61. And I just feel like in terms of minutes against Ivory Coast, I think Wirtz edges it. I think Wirtz edges the minutes, and it was just simply that. I had enough money in the bank to go either. Doesn't Torres' chance of playing increase since there's synergy with Yamal? At Barcelona, it's usually one or the other. But yeah, of course, there's a bit of synergy there. He was 1.5% this morning. Don't know who talking about. Thanks for answering my questions. All good. I'll answer as many as I can, guys. Do get them in. Someone has the news on Rafinha injury. I don't think there is any accurate news on Rafinha. I'm just searching now. And look, Brazil are quite a leaky team in terms of what comes out of that camp. The Brazilian journalists really know what they're doing. His blisters on his feet, so not been in training, was just a rest. Doesn't look like enough to get rid. It feels like from a local report that was written a few hours ago that he had blisters. Again, happens, mistraining, precaution. We do know Ancelotti, though, according again to a Brazilian outlet, they tried a formation of 4-2-4 in training yesterday with Martinelli one side, Luis Enrique the other, and Vini down the middle with Igor Thiago. I don't see that happens. I think Rafinha, it's a World Cup. It's very likely he's going to get through it. Brazil's training sessions indicate caution on Gabriel and Rafinha. The defender, so Gabriel has fatigue in his left thigh, and the attacker is dealing with blisters on his foot. I don't think that's enough. I think we're good. I think we keep calm, carry on, and Rafinha will be fine. Is your forward Valencia? Maybe. He was definitely, if you watch my team selection, I spoke about where I was likely to go. So maybe. There was obviously a few. Has he got Valencia? I will answer. Don't worry, guys. You're going to find out. I just want to keep it till fairly late. What do you think, Doan of Japan? Yeah, fit. I think he's great. I think he's really good. Guys, you see when someone asks a question, the font, what do we make of it? I'm just going to show you some different types of font, and you can pick which one's the best style. So do you like, this is minimal, this is block, this is classic, all too big, and that is bubble. So do we like bubble, minimal, or block? So bubble, minimal, block. Just put a word in the chat. Bubble and minimal. Keep them coming. Block, bubble. Oh, God. Bubble, block, bubble, minimal, block. Oh, okay. This needs to be a poll, doesn't it? Should we poll it? I thought everyone might say the same thing. Oh, no, minimal is coming in more than the rest. Oh, God, no, maybe it's not. Let's poll it. I have got a poll running, and I was interested to focus on this poll. Which premium midfielder do you own for Matchday 2? 24% are on Vini, 25% are on Elise, half of you are on both, and 4% are on neither. So really interesting that about half are on both and half are on one of them. And the one of them is split. Guys, I think Vini and Elise are both they're verging on must-have. Like, I look at this list of midfielders and I go, yeah, Sabari's are great if you can get there. Elise and Vini, I just want in my team. I want them both in my team, and obviously I've made that happen. All right, let's do a poll. So it was bubble, block. No, it was bubble, minimal, block in that order, I think. I want to do it in the right order. So yeah, it was bubble, minimal, or block. Bubble, minimal, block. Bubble, minimal, block. Let's do a poll. End poll. Let's do the important poll. Forget what players we're buying. Start a poll. Pick your fave. Oh, caps. Ah. Oh, God. I've got my window open because it's hot in this room. Pick your fave. Font. Style. Bubble. Minimal. Who's going to win? The important poll of the day. We'll get to fantasy chat in a minute, team. Thank you for staying with me. Minimal and block are nice, but minimal immediately makes me think Gianni. Oh, there's something to be said for that. That sort of, yes. Do you know what? I think, I use StreamYard, right? Most streamers are way more sophisticated than me and they use OBS. I think minimal looks least StreamYard. I think the others look a little bit like, oh, who's this guy doing his school project using block? Oh, who's this guy using his school project using bubble? Like, this is like, oh, he's not even paying for StreamYard. I mean, I am. But I think minimal, I don't like classic. I think minimal looks a little bit more premium, I'm going to say. And more like I've actually know what I'm doing when it comes to editing videos and showing graphics and stuff. Right. Thank you all. So bubble is this. Minimal is this. Block is this. We'll change it. We'll change the poll. It's all about bubble and minimal. Where are they? I wanted to show you one more time between bubble and minimal. I'm on the wrong thing. Bubble. Minimal. Bubble. Minimal. And you guys get to dictate. It's your... Right. Yamar or Vini for 12th man? Vini, because you're going to get 90. Is 5% still gets bonus and needs to be max 4.9. By the deadline, it needs to be 4.9. If they tick over to 5% during the game week, that's fine. But by deadline, it has to be 4.9. Krejci or Sufal, I'd go Sufal. He is their outlet high and wide. I know Krejci's got the goal threat from set pieces. Gunn won't keep a clean sheet. No, he won't, Marco, but hopefully my second goalkeeper will, who plays a couple of days later for Egypt versus New Zealand. Remember, we're goalkeepers, guys. You get 2 bites at the cherry. Also, people tell me Gunn won't keep a clean sheet versus Morocco. People tell me Gunn wasn't even going to start, and he did. So you just got to take these risks. Suarez to Valencia for -3. Ooh, probably. Teo Hernandez or Ondonez in for Schlotterbeck. I'm going to say Teo. Sell Xhaka or Nusa for Elise or Vini. Wow. Sell Xhaka or Nusa. I wouldn't sell Nusa. I'd sell Xhaka. Look, if I'm ranking Elise or Vini, going to say Elise. We'll do a pick one in the poll now if you can only have one. Let's change the poll. We're going to say, oh, minimal just edges it now. It's 43, 42. All right, 112 votes. It's good to know. You like both. Okay, not block. Thank you, guys. Start a poll. Pick one. If you can only have Vini, pick one for match day 2. If you can only have Vini or Elise. Oh, that is tough. Where are you going? Vini or Elise? Get voting. I think it's going to be a pretty split pot, that. 12th man, Elise is a great pick. Like, I personally think France and Brazil are where we're going, right? With transfers. They're the two big win games. And when we look at the odds, France, Brazil, again, thank you, FPL Joe, for this. Top of the charts for goals. Whilst Brazil are slightly preferred by the bookies, I think in terms of reliability in the player, Mbappe and Elise slightly above Vini for me. Slightly above. Now, who's the better opposition? Haiti or Iraq? I don't know. Not much in it either. Thank you, Jay. Yeah, quite right. Get your questions in and do hit that like or subscribe. We are on a journey today to get to, I mean, I know it's ambitious, but we might just get to 41k subs. We need 340 of you to do it. But if 332 of you to do it, we might just do it. I trust France more than Brazil. Yeah, although, did you see the first half plot map for France? It was pretty brutal. Pretty brutal. I'll show you it. I think I've got it here. Look at that. First half against Senegal. They didn't show up, guys. Senegal were all over them. They hit the post, remember? Nicholas Jackson off Magnan. But France created jack all until 50 minutes in. And then they absolutely smashed it. Fair play. And that's what champions will do. But we haven't seen a good 90-minute performance there. Of course, we didn't see a good 90-minute performance. Will Rafinha play? I'm just going to grab something on Rafinha. I think Rafinha is likely to play. It was precaution, guys. He missed a training session. So did Gabriel. I think Rafinha will play. It looked like it was just blisters. That sounds weird. Right. I'm going to show you a quote from, we're doing the rounds on social. I genuinely think Rafinha is going to be fine. I'm just going to put it on screen because I know I'm going to get asked 1,000 times about Rafinha. And this is the latest, right? This is going off what Brazilian media are saying. And again, this is a camp that does leak stuff. In training yesterday, we saw a couple of players miss out. Rafinha and Gabriel were rested from training. Gabriel, fatigue. Rafinha, blisters on his foot. So Martinelli and Lea Pereira train in their places. The big decisions on match day 1 to 2. Looks like Danilo comes in for Ibanez. Looks like Luis Enrique comes in for Paqueta. The number 9, Igor Thiago versus Cunha is going to be tight. Endrick is not being considered for a start, apparently. And then it's who comes in next to Bruno G. Does Bruno G play alongside Casemiro or the guy that came on for Casemiro? I think Casemiro came off at half-time, didn't he, Fabinho? I think Rafinha is not a sell. He's too good to sell because if he does play, he's going to really sting you. Unless we get clarity in the next 2 hours that Rafinha's injured, and I don't think he is, keep him in your team. Will Cunha or Thiago play? Personally, I'm going off what I think Ancelotti will do. I think Igor Thiago had his chance and he didn't take it. I think Cunha comes in. I thought Cunha looked good when he came on. I think Cunha plays down the middle. Our first super chat of the day. Thank you so much. Rafinha and Musiala to Lee Kang and Vini Jr. Yeah. Good moves. How much is... No, Bando, I'm going to say don't do it because I think Rafinha, Vini, there's very little to split them if they're both fit. And I think Rafinha will play. I don't think I'll be buying Rafinha to answer Jack's question just now, but I certainly wouldn't be selling him. Can you convert Musiala to Vini Jr.? That's what I've done. I had Musiala, I've gone Vini Jr., and then I've made a downgrade elsewhere. Can you make a downgrade elsewhere that isn't Rafinha? Can you sell one of your forwards, one of your defenders, one of your midfielders? That's where I'd be going, mate. Make a downgrade elsewhere. Keep Rafinha in your team. Rafinha's not an avoid. He's just keep him in your team. I don't think I'd buy him, but I think he'll start. Guys, we worry way too much on what we see on the timeline. put this into perspective, Gianni, going into match day 1, I was told on my timeline 1,000 times that Gunn, that Dest, that Ferran Torres, and that Hernandez, 4 players, I was told to death. You should see my YouTube comments. You should have seen my Twitter feed. Rotation risk. Oh, do you really want to pick Gunn? Oh, Dest might not start. Oh, Ter Hernandez isn't nailed. Honestly, you've just got to back yourself. I was like, you're right. There's a slight risk they're not starters, but I'm 90% confident that Dest and Gunn and Ter Hernandez and for match day 1, Ferran Torres were going to start. And they did. We worry, just like I'm 90% confident Rafinha will this week. Just run with it, guys. Another super chat coming in. Thank you so much. Doc Ingle. Haaland, Sabitzer, and Musiala. Okay, so 3 transfers, so a hit. To Valencia, Elise, and Salah or Yamal, 12-man Vini Jr. -3. I like it very much. I would definitely go Haaland, Sabitzer, Musiala out. They're all fine to sell. And I know Haaland's amazing. We need cash from somewhere. And I think Senegal are good. I'm fine selling Musiala and I'm fine selling Sabitzer. Valencia, Elise are upgrades. I don't know if I would go Salah or Yamal. Yamal will play 60, but Salah has New Zealand and will play 90. I would be tempted there to just back your ears, go with either. I like them both. I think if I was picking one, I'd probably pick Yamal just for explosivity. And I think Marmoush could be the guy that gets Egypt's points. It does feel like everything at Spain will come through Yamal. And then 12-man Vini's a great shout. The other option is, can you not just buy Vini instead of Yamal or Salah and do 12-man someone else? Like, could you go for a 4th player from France? If you've already got Mbappe, Elise, could you consider a Dembele? Could you consider a Doué? I don't know. A 4th France. You can go 4 players on 12th man, remember? So yeah, I like it. And knowing you need to captain them, I'd go Vini instead of Salah. Let's say you're going Salah. Go 12th man Salah. No, don't captain him and be able to captain Vini. All about FPL retweeted Brazilian team news. Nice. Thank you very much. I don't think there'll be any update on Rafinha there, mate. Yeah, it's the same from training sessions. It's the same reports. ESPN Brazil have done a predicted 11. And their predicted 11 is Rafinha, as is mine. Ancelotti, expect to make a few changes yet. Yeah. He's gone with Cunha. Again, same as my prediction. Cunha instead of Igor Thiago. So yeah, guys, you're fine on Vini Jr. Genuinely think that. Sorry, you're fine on Rafinha. I genuinely think that. I don't think we need to worry too much. I'll show you what they've retweeted, guys, if you want to see it. But yeah, it's just ESPN Brazil's prediction, which is the same as my prediction. And we are just predicting. Why have I got that highlighted? I'll grab it again so it's a bit cleaner. Because I know I'm going to be asked 1,000 times on Rafinha, which is fair enough. I'm not even going to call him a doubt. I don't think he's a doubt. I just think his speculation gone hyperbole. Is that the right term? There you go. Do I take a hit? Thank you very much for the super chats. Tell me that. If you've got a question, please let me know. Do I take a hit for Saibari to Kanalogu? No, Turkey will come good. But for a transfer, that's a huge upgrade. Hit, I'm not so sure. Mbappe or Vini Jr. 12th man. Mbappe over Vini for me. Whatever the yield is, surprise benching. Yeah. Not sure he comes in or not. It's a fitness thing. Probably hold. It's better for match day 3 usually. Match day 3, I'm on wildcard. Yeah, do follow my Instagram if you're not already. I've been at Sky all morning, by the way, if you want to see what I've been up to at Sky. I was actually posting this morning about quite a funny story. I've rocked up to Sky this morning, and you see the white trousers I'm wearing. There's a bit of a gap between the bottom of the trouser and the trainer. And I left the house at silly o'clock this morning, and I didn't have socks with me. I was in my flip-flops and shorts, and I drove down in my sandals, my Birkenstocks, not my flip-flops. Dangerous to drive in flip-flops. Don't do that. And I was in the car going, oh my God, the traffic's so bad. It took us 3 hours. Holly and I are in the car together. It's like, but I've not got socks. Have I got time to stop? She was like, Gianni, we're already arriving. It's so late and we're on air. We need to go to makeup. We need to get changed. You haven't got time to stop. You should stop. You just have to go on air with no socks. I was like, Holly, you're wearing white socks and you don't need them on air. Holly didn't wear socks in there. You can see her feet there. Can I borrow your socks, Holly? And do you know what she said to me? She was like, I get offers all the time to give up my socks. So to give them to you is quite a compliment. I was like, what do you mean? She was like, honestly, you should see my DMs. People say to Holly, can you send me your socks and I'll pay you money? That is rank. That is bizarre. So yeah, those with foot fetishes, I will be at your envy knowing I wore Holly Shan's socks this morning. And she's a size 3 and I'm a size 11. It was a struggle. But yeah. Anyway, I speak about that and then posted about that on my Instagram if you want to see. Messi or Vini? See, this was this morning. My team is different. It now is Vini in for Musiala. Let me show you guys that. So Vini in for Musiala. There you go. How to activate 12th man? You see that little lightning strike? Click that. And then it gives you the chips. Is Matchday 2 wildcard plausible? Not for me. Wait till 3. Opinions on Somerville. Good, he's a starter. Any merit? Thank you for the super chat. Fraser, any merit in holding wildcard until knockouts? No, because we all get unlimited transfers as soon as the knockouts start. And then when the knockouts start, so round 32, you get a fresh new team, unlimited transfers. That is a wildcard. And then as soon as that starts, you get like 3 transfers, 4 transfers, 5 transfers between each round. You get so many transfers. Use your wild card in the groups. You will not need it in the knockouts. And we all get a fresh team going into knockouts anyway. Hakimi to Spenny. No, goodbye this week. Did you already discuss if Enner Valencia is worth a slot? Definitely worth a slot. Great pick. When you look at the goal scoring markets, Ecuador there, 3rd ranked and best for clean sheet odds. Messi or Kane for 12th man. I think I'd go Kane just given the opponents. What to do with Ruben Diaz and De Kuyper? Diaz could be fit. De Kuyper feels like a sell. Hi, is Perisic a good pun? Yeah. He's fine. And remember, the opposition is good. I fancy Croatia versus Panama. Unai Simon, Addison, or Manyan? Probably Manyan, given the opponents. Lord have mercy. Match day are probably about the socks. Think I'm doing Bruno and Havertz to Vini and Valencia. Oh, Wirtz to Bellingham from -3. You are getting rid of Germany, Freddie. Look, I get it. Ivory Coast were good. Ivory Coast were very good. I still think, yeah, this is the reaction to his feet. I still think Germany can pick up points, though. I'm happy with the double up. How do you feel about Bonner? Yeah, good, fine, good pick. Do I take a hit to sub Dumfries for an Ecuador defender? No, not for a hit. Yeah, thank you so much, Jay, for showing my Instagrams. Thank you for all the questions. Musa from Croatia, good option. Musa, you mean Nusa from Norway? Is a better option. Kamada worth looking at for sure. I like Japan. Really surprised us with that 2-2 draw. Great team. Thank you so much, Nesh, for the super chat. Estupiñán, I expect to start. I wouldn't risk it. If you want to go for a defender, just go simple. Hincapié, Pacho. Go for an Ecuador defender. But Estupiñán didn't start match day 1, and there's no guarantee he starts his match day 2. Vini or Elise or Messi for 12th man. If I'm ranking 12th man players or best players of the match day, I am going Mbappe and Elise 1 and 2. I'm then going Vini 3. That is how I rank 12th man or any player. This week, the best 2 players to own are Mbappe, Elise, and then 3rd is Vini for me. Do I take a hit? I wouldn't be selling a hit for Dumfries, as I've already answered. Is it worth taking a hit? Look, it's -3. What I'd say about hits is if you are going to captain that player, a hit is way more worth it. If they give you an extra captaincy option, it's easier to justify. It's way easier to justify. Guys, help me get to 41,000. We can do it. I know we can do it. We've got 312 subs to go, but we can do it. If you are new around here, hit the subscribe button and get me to 41k in today's stream. If you're already subscribed, and I know a lot of you are, just by liking, it boosts the algorithm for me. It will get more eyes on screen. It will help me get to that 41k. So please do check if you're not subscribed, hit the button. Thank you, as always, for the support, guys. 657 of you in, which is amazing. Does Yamal start? I think he gets 60. We can do a poll. What do you guys think? How many minutes does Yamal get? We know he hasn't played football in a couple of months. Like that's, and then he gets half an hour. We'll do a poll in a minute. Thank you so much, Ahmad, for the super chat. Do you really think Ivory Coast are that strong defensively? I feel like Ecuador should have had at least 2 goals. Look, what I'd say about the game, it was pretty damn even. When you look at the XG plot, when you look at the shot maps, it should have been 1-1, right? Ecuador were good, but Ivory Coast second half were better, and I think they edged the XG. Should have been 1-1. So they're not great by any stretch, Ivory Coast. We haven't seen Germany, though, really. We can't really gauge how good Germany are because they've only played Carousel. Could have been 10-0, could have been 1-0. We can't really judge them because we haven't seen them play a good team. I think Germany edged the football match, but I think it's going to be tight. Musiala minutes are not ideal, but he's still a threat. Musiala's still a good pick. I didn't love selling Musiala, but you've got to sell good players to buy better players in this game. And I think Vini is an upgrade on Musiala. But yeah, I absolutely hear you. Still a good pick. Yamal starts, need to win. Yeah, I think he starts. But I think they'd be silly to give him more than 60. He's not played football in 2 months. He's only had a 30. So look, we can do a poll. You guys, if you've got suggestions on polls, let me know. Actually, no, let's not poll this. Keep the current poll open. Just tell me how many in the chat. How many minutes do you think Yamal gets? Put a number in the chat. Should I say save 12th man for knockouts if bench is weak? Not necessarily. The groups come with ceiling. And as soon as the knockouts start, we're going to want to use our qualification booster chip and our mystery booster chip, which is around clean sheets. So that's your last 16 and last 32 already taken. You can only use one chip a week. Then you're looking at quarterfinals for 12th man. So possibly, personally, I'd rather use it in the groups. The groups are where you're getting the big wins, the big score lines. Thank you for the super chat. How many minutes does Yamal get? 65, 60. Oh, Jackson thinks he won't start, but he'll get 30 again. If they had won match day 1, I think I'd be with you, Jackson. But knowing they need something against Saudi, I think he gets around the hour mark. It's rare you see subs at 45. I think he gets 60, but maybe if they're cruising, if they were 2-3-0 up at half time, I could see 45 or 50, like Jay says. But I think it's probably more likely to be an hour mark. I'd be shocked if he gets more than 70. Vini, that's why I just don't necessarily want to go there. I think minutes is so important. And accidentally press wildcard. Can you revert it? You might be able to. Just check. I think Spain go 2-0 and he can come off. Yeah, it's all about the scoreline. Game state is so dependent with managers' decision-making. Of course it is, especially with minutes. But again, with injuries, maybe even regardless of scoreline, they're going, he cannot get more than 60. And there'll be advice from physios. They're making well-informed decisions from advice from physios very, very often. Barcelona advised the Spanish medical team 2 weeks ago that he was fit for 15 to 20 minutes against Cape Verde, and they ended up giving him 20. And then they said, I think 45 to 60 max for match day 2. Now, they don't have to follow what Barcelona say, but that was their advice. And it was thought that he might not start till match day 3. But I think given how he looked match day 1, given how Spain need the points, I think he probably does start. Would you swap Rafinha for Vini just to be safe? No, guys. I think Rafinha starts. I wouldn't be using a transfer on that. Oh, Galinda's at 5%. There we go. Ownership starting to tick up, guys. We're going to see it. That's what I really don't want to reveal my forward. Now, look. Only 675 people are watching. If I tell you my forward and 10% of you go buy because you like the idea that I've spent a lot of time picking my player and you want to do the same, it's not going to affect ownership. But over the course of a stream last week, 30,000 people watched. And I'm like, oh, maybe I could very slightly increase players' ownership if I was to buy someone. But not 5%. But the forward I'm buying is at the moment on scouting bonus, and I want to keep it that way. And some of my loyal subscribers have said, Janny, please stop oversharing. Just say it late. And I thought, you know what? Why not? So I'm telling you all I've bought Vini. But Vini's over 5%. You can all, yeah. I'm going to rank the best players of the game week. The best players of the game week to having your team. France forwards, Mbappe at 1, Elise at 2, and then third for me is Vini. They're the 3 I feel like you want. Don't reveal it. People should not be copying for the sake. Oh, people are welcome to copy if they want to. I don't mind. But yeah, I mean, I think as a content creator, I want people to take my advice, but I don't want people to do everything I do. And I'm here to help you with your teams and help answer questions. But there's loads of ways to play this game. I don't have 15 players that I think are way better than any other 15. There are very small intricacies and very small crossroads in our decision-making process where at times I'll go left when I should go right. So please don't go off my advice and back your own instincts. You know the same amount, if not more, on your reasoning than I do, right? I'm no expert in this game. How many points are you guys on? Give me your score from game week 1 in the chat. Just put a number in. I think there's a lot of you that are on over 100. Hopefully you're in my mini league. If you're not, the code is there on screen. Join it. We've got more managers in my mini league than any other mini league in the FIFA Fantasy World Cup game. We are the most joined mini league in the game, which is amazing. So come and join it. Let's see who's top of my mini league and what points they're on, shall we? Oh, it's going to be a good team. Top of my mini league is going to have an insane rank. All right, 141 points. Who is 6th in the world? Wow. 6th in the world. I'll show you their team. Fair play. Rank 6. That's pretty damn cool, isn't it? What's your rank? 6. Imagine. Jealous. Right. Let me grab their points. This is what top of my mini league is. Shout out to Kiki. I doubt you're watching, but maybe you are. All right, I've just screen grabbed the team so I can show you it. Oh, it's an interesting team, you know. Right. This is Kiki's team, who is 6th in the world and top of my mini league. 141 points. They went with Gun. So they were watching me closely on that deadline stream where I revealed Gun with 10 minutes to go. Kimmich, a double Germany defense, and Kai, and captained Messi. Wow. And then they had Luis Diaz come in with an 11. Good team, huh? They also went 12th man Haaland. Wow, okay. I'd like to think they've taken a bit of inspiration from me there. I went 12th man Haaland. I've got a lot of those players, including differentials like Gun, Elise, Bruno Fernandes. I had Kubrasi in my final draft. Kimmich, obviously, Arethabal, Rafinha. Similar teams. So, yeah, how are you guys getting on? 93. 100. Shout out FPLMs. 102. Whoa, there's some 110s here. 85. I mean, look, if you didn't play your chip and you got anywhere near 100, you didn't play a chip, that's amazing. You're basically 6th in the world, co-owner of that team. Nusa to Sabrari, yeah, I quite like that. Oh, Joe, did you use 12th man, Joe? Whoo, Hannah's on 114. Come on, Hannah. Love that. Hazel's on 112. Ahmad says on 129. That's ridiculous. Had Kane as captain, who could have scored 4. Yeah. Although we all could have had more goals, right? Would have been ranked first, but that didn't happen. Dude, to be ranked 100 to be on 129 points is insane. So fair play. Keep calm, carry on, and go win the thing. Honestly, 129 points is ridiculous. That puts you on an overall rank of about 150 in the world, I think. Well played. Yeah. A lot have played 12th man. If you're not playing 12th man today and you haven't played it already, do consider playing it today. I do think you want to be using it in the groups. Really do. There we go. 271 rank. Amazing, dude. 129 points, 271. Awesome. 735. Guys, sorry to repeat myself, but we're trying to get to an ambitious target today of 41,000 subs. So if you want to help me out, help me get to 41k by hitting that like and subscribe button. And if we get to 41k, I'll give 5 memberships, as I do when we hit these thresholds. Thank you, guys. We need 281 of you to hit the button. What rank am I? I don't know. Where does it tell you? I've got 105 points. If anyone's on 105 and can tell me their rank. I was at 10k last night before the games, but I know a lot of people are Colombia and England players. So that 10k would have slipped considerably. I'm guessing about 30k. Someone let me know what rank I'll be at. How much should your rank impact decision making? Nothing at this point, dude. Just play your own game and pick who you think gets the most points. Don't worry about rank. There shouldn't be any pressure on rank at this point in the game anyway. So no, don't worry about ownership. Don't worry about rank. Pick your players based on instinct. 27k right now on 107. Right, so I'm about 30k, maybe 35. I'm on 6.5k and on 115. Whoa, good going. Where do I see my points? Oh, here we go. It's there, isn't it? With your yeah. Well, yeah. Okay. Wow. I was 10k last night, and I'm 39k now, and I only had Bruno to play. Goes to show mid-game week ranks are irrelevant, guys. I've gone from 10k to 39k because I only had Bruno and so many had Kane or Luis Diaz. Don't worry about rank. Firstly, don't worry about rank full stop, but don't worry about rank really until the end of the game week. Thank you for all the super chats, guys. Hi, Gianni, Brahim Diaz, Enna Valencia, and Vini. So there's a lot of people taking hits. I might poll that in a second. For Viet, Musiala, and Ferran. I mean, I'm happy selling all those players. I'm selling Musiala. I'm selling Ferran. I'm not selling Viet, and I must admit, I am tempted. I like those moves very much. I prefer Sabiri to Diaz for a Morocco midfielder. That's all I'll say. There's very little in that. Very little in that. But yeah, if you're buying a Morocco mid, would you prefer their number 9, who's listed as a midfielder, or would you prefer their chief creator, to be fair, and possibly still on penalties, although he did do a Panenka in AFCON and it went wrong. But Sabari is 6.8 million, Diaz is 6.4. So if you can afford Sabari, I would go Sabari for a Morocco mid. Guys, the hits are really interesting. Oh, well played, Hannah. 9.6k. Let's do a poll on hits, shall we? By the way, Vinny is edging Elise in the poll. Right. Start a poll. Are you taking a -3 hit? Oh, Freddie, have you just gifted a membership? You legend. Are you taking -3 hit this match day? I'm gonna do a maybe, because I think there's a lot that are open to it. I think there's a few, because even at the back of my mind, I'm like, does Sabari, definitely if I was picking a midfielder to replace a mid-price midfielder, absolutely, without shadow of a doubt, it's Sabari for me. Like 6.8 million, plays Scotland, 1% owned. There we go. Viking Gamer won the membership. Freddie, you're a legend. It is only -3. So get answering in the poll, guys. Would you take a hit this game week? Let me know. Are you looking at taking a hit this game week? Is it something you're open to? Is it a strict no? Oh my God. Half of you are taking a hit. Am I missing something here? I mean, I was possibly considering it, but I'm definitely between no and considering it. That is rogue. I mean, look, there's some great fixtures. I've just marked some of the fixtures here that I like. If I was taking a hit, I'd look at USA, I'd look at Morocco, obviously Brazil, Ecuador, Egypt. I like Uruguay versus Cape Verde too. France, if you don't have to triple up, maybe Croatia at a push, but I don't think a hit is needed per se. What we like about the hits, we do miss Italy at the World Cup, I know. Love the content. Thank you, mate. Musiala, Vitz to Vini. Yeah, I like those moves. Yeah. Take Havertz. No, keep Havertz. He's just braced. Momentum. Keep Son, says Ice G, or transfer to Marmouth. I would keep Son. You were so unlucky not to get a goal. I don't think I'll take a hit now because Bellingham plays one of the last games. There's less chance of captaining him. Yeah. And that was what I was going to say about hits. If it gives you an extra captaincy option, that's when you really want to consider it. If you think it's like someone early in the game week that could get you a big ceiling, maybe consider it. Like I look at the schedule and I'm like, oh, a hit for a Morocco player could be quite nice because they play on the Friday. I think it's really powerful having players playing early than late. And when I'm using transfers, I'm looking at that. And having a Sabari, for example, that plays tomorrow gives me a captaincy option. But Viet could still deliver, couldn't he? -3. Sabari. How Morocco looking for? They're not on the list. I am buying a budget forward, and I will reveal who I'm buying later in the show. He's at scouting bonus player, and I want to keep it that way. Guys, if you've asked a super chat and I've not answered, please do let me know. I've tried to answer all of them. I think I have got to every single one, so thank you. But obviously, you guys get priority. 99% instead of Valencia. Yeah, maybe. I've spoken about it in my team selection video. If you've watched it, who I was likely to buy. I still actually haven't clicked the button, so it could be anyone. But there's a few I like. I like Enner Valencia. I like Balogun very much. I like Marlon. Daniel Marlon is playing up front, and he's so greedy. He always shoots. We like greedy. Oh, thanks, Jay. Yeah, I thought you could help keep me on track with that. You always do. Cheers, mate. Any channel member questions as well, Jay? If you see the channel member emoji or the spanner and I haven't answered it, let me know. Would you take a -3 to take? Yeah, he didn't start, did he? I probably would. And if I'm buying a defender again, I'm probably looking at Ecuador to save money. And look, clean sheet odds, Ecuador, thank you, FPL Joe, they're going to keep a clean sheet versus Carousel, aren't they? Super chat coming in. Havertz or Ethabal, Sabari, and Haaland to Mbappe. Hang on. I'm struggling with this question. If I'm picking one, I don't know if I can process this question. Jay or Pete yourself. Pete, can you reword the question? And I could digest it, but it will take me 30 seconds, and I don't want you guys sitting in silence. So, Jay, any chance you could, if Pete doesn't, just convert that to make it a bit more simple for me? Kane or Yamal, 12th man? Oh, this is hard. If I'm ranking best players of the game week, as I keep saying, best players of the game week, so consider it for transfers, but also for 12th man, I'm saying Mbappe 1, Elise 2, and then number 3, I'm saying Vini Jr., right? But you're asking me about players that aren't those 3. I would say Kane over Yamal just because I think he gets 90. And I don't think Yamal does. I think Yamal gets 60. And there's even a chance he doesn't start. I would definitely go Kane over Yamal. You don't have Vini, though. No, you do have Vini. You do have Mbappe. You do have Elise. Fine. You're pretty well set there, dude. Yeah. Probably Kane. Probably Kane. Yeah, you've got double France. You've got double Brazil already. Off-core, I need a spanner. Mackham, I don't think off-core can give you a spanner, but I can. Or maybe Jay can. Right. Let me give Mackham a spanner. You get a spanner if you're a channel member. Add as a moderator. Standard moderator. There we go. Jay, I think I need to make you managing moderator, and then you can give spanners. Super chat. I've answered. Sabitzer, not Sabari. Pete, I just need that question. I want to answer it, Pete. Oh, I'm worried I'm not answered. Sabitzer, not Sabari. So Havertz, Sabitzer, and Haaland. Oh, okay. So a forward, Sabitzer, and Haaland. If I was selling one of those forwards, I'd sell Orethabal before Havertz, just because I think Havertz, off the back of his brace, momentum. Sabitzer and Haaland to Mbappe, Valencia, and Vini. Yes, I would do that. I would sell Orethabal, Sabitzer, and Haaland to Mbappe, Valencia, not Balogun, and Vini. And who would you get between Valencia and Balogun? I'd go Valencia. Yeah. And Kane, Messi as 12th man. Oh, who do you guys think for 12th man? Guys, let's help Pete out, who sent such a generous super chat. Give us one name in the chat for 12th man. Kane or Messi? Pick one. Let's help Pete out, guys. Come on. Also become a member. Thank you, mate. Kane or Messi? If you're playing 12th man this week, where do you go? I'm going to say, Pete, I'm on Kane because I think Austria are a better defence than Ghana. But of course, who cares who Messi's playing? He can hat-trick against anyone, right? But I'm going to say Kane. Oh, it seems like it's a 50-50 split so far. Salah. Ha, go Kessie. Very good. Very good. Just go Kessie. Kane on fixture for me too. Right, let's go back to my team. Guys, if you're just joining in, I have bought Vini Jr. Vini Jr. has come into the building. Musiala has left the building. I've got one more transfer. I'm unlikely to take a hit. I had considered selling Wirtz to Sabari. I really think Sabari is an underrated option. And if I can encourage anyone watching that is considering a bit of a punt, a bit of a differential in midfield, Sabari is 0.9% owned, plays up front for Morocco. He's the number 9, but he's listed as a midfielder. And he's cheap. Sabari would be my top differential pick this game week. If you can afford him. Now, I can't get to him unless I sell Wirtz. And I don't think he's worth a hit. Although he does give me a captaincy option because I've already got a German captain in Kimmich. So there is that to consider. And -3, when considering them, you need to consider captaincy too. Does it give you an extra captaincy? If so, does that make it more worth it? I am buying a forward who is under 6.1 million, who gets scouting bonus. I will reveal who that is later in the show. I don't want that player being mass owned. I want to keep him in scouting bonus. And as Jay says, help me get to, I think we can do it today. It's a bit of a push, but 41k subs would be ridiculously good for my channel. Like, I don't get hundreds of subs per show, right? But when I do an episode, I pick up 10, 20, 30 subs. Because we've got a bit of an audience, because there's not a huge amount of YouTubers doing content in the World Cup, I've got eyes on my channel. And when I've got eyes on my channel, I want to make the most of it. And I want you guys to hopefully want to watch my content moving forward. So please do. And by hitting the subscribe button, you control the YouTube algorithm, right? YouTube will show you my videos moving forward. And hopefully for you, that's a good thing if you're playing this game. So if you're already subbed, hit the like button. That boosts me in the algorithm. If you're not, hit the sub button. Thank you as always for the support team. We need 250 to do it. 250 to get me there. It's possible. Can I change my captain midweek if bot played yet? Can I change my captain midweek? You can change your captain as many times as you want, dude. Change your captain between every single game if you want, if you've got that. So it's not one a day, it's one a fixture. So yes, you can keep doing it. It's stick or twist. Once you've changed your captain though, you can't go back. It's stick or twist. Remember that. Who would you take a hit for the lad from Morocco, you're saying? Well, that's the thing, Carl. Whilst I would have him on a free transfer, I wouldn't take a hit for him, I don't think, if you've got a good player like Wirtz. So sure, I'm between Wirtz. I'm somewhere between taking Wirtz or take a -3 for Sabari. Maybe I need to poll it. What do you think? No, we'll poll it later. It is something I've considered because it's a -3, which isn't much, but it's also, this is really important, it gives me an extra captaincy option. And Morocco play early in the round. So on Friday night, I would have, versus Scotland, an extra captain. Wirtz doesn't give me an extra captain because I'll probably just captain Kimmich in that fixture anyway, and I've got double Germany. I don't have a Morocco player. I don't have a Scotland player. I could captain in that game. Do I think Morocco beats Scotland? Hell yeah. I think Morocco are awesome. I think Morocco surprised a few versus Brazil, but those that have watched Morocco shouldn't be surprised by it at all. Morocco got to the last 4 of the last World Cup. They got to the semi-finals. They knocked out teams like Portugal and Belgium in the last World Cup. Morocco won AFCON-ish. Morocco are the strongest African nation, and Scotland aren't great. Sabari is a midfielder in the game, playing up top. He's 6.8 million. He got 10 points last time out. He gets you scouting bonus, unlike Florian Wirtz. Okay, the more I talk about it, the more I want Sabari in my team. Maybe I take a hit. Maybe I take a hit for Wirtz. Do you know what? I've said at the bottom, this is where I was this morning, guys. I've just come from the Sky Sports News studio. I've done 5-hour drive, 5.5 hours of driving today. I've still got a bit of makeup on, despite me trying to take it off. I showed my team this morning on Sky. It had Musiala and Wirtz in, and it turns out both might be sold. Musiala's been sold. Wirtz could be sold. At the bottom of the screen, I've got my plans. I may take a hit, and I'm going to add that. Vini in for Musiala, and I'm selling Torres to a forward at 6.1 or less, and we'll be revealing who close to the deadline. They're under 5% owned. I am also considering selling Wirtz to, considering taking a -3, selling Wirtz to, I do love Sabari of Morocco. Who also gets scouting bonus. And that's part of the draw. It's all at the bottom of the screen. What do I do? I've got time to think about it, haven't I? Let me focus on your teams and then come back to it. Carl is in the house. Let me know if I missed a question from you, Carl. Doku, thank you for the super chat, Nesh. Doku to Sabari for -3. Doku looked really good. I think I would hold him. Because again, you've probably not got another Belgian player, and Belgium have a good fixture. Wirtz has a tough fixture. I think Wirtz has a tougher fixture than Doku, right? I think I would hold him, dude. Pete is back in the chat. How can I join the WhatsApp? Oh, Pete, you'd be very welcome. Pete, I didn't see what member you signed up as. If you signed up as a Ultra, you can join the WhatsApp, and I will be in touch. Just DM me on Instagram, and I will apply my phone number get your phone number and put you in. If you joined as a squad member, that's not access to the WhatsApp. The WhatsApp group involves the likes of Freddie and Jay, those with spanners. Yes, you got to be an Ultra, and I don't promote it anymore because I want to keep the group small. But we would welcome a couple. Pete, you would be so welcome. The WhatsApp group is awesome. It's where I chat FPL all day, every day, with a bunch of legends like Freddie and like Jay. Doku to Sabari for -3, yeah. But yeah, it's an option. I think we'd take a couple still. We've not taken anyone in for 4 or 5 months because I don't promote it. Best 12th man, Mbappe, Elise, Vini in that order. And Little Miss FPL. Come on, if you're in the WhatsApp group, come say hi. And Mackham. You'll see the spanners in the group. Guys, Mackham, Nikki, tell Pete about the WhatsApp. Give him a line on it. Can't decide whether to buy Elise or Vini Jr. I would go Elise. I think Elise over Vini this week. No more Spurs fans, correct. Or Arsenal. We're not having any North London fans. Chelsea fans, very welcome. And Hull fans would be very welcome to join Jay. Hello, Gianni. I took a punt on Widmer. What do you think of sidetracking to? Yeah, probably fine. Just go or Elvedi, like me. But yeah, probably do it. Wirtz or Musiala out. Go after minutes. Wirtz more likely for 90. There's your answer. I actually thought Musiala looked a little bit sharper than Wirtz, but Wirtz got the 90, and I'm all about the minutes. We're making such a close call like that. I think many of you would agree. Many of you would agree with that, I think. Thank you all for tuning in. Get your questions in as well. I've done loads of... Guys, we're all on Wildcard next week, right? That does need a poll. That really does need a poll. Let me do a list of polls that I have to get to about Gianni's team, but also, do we Wildcard? Is it time to go to that? Is everyone on Wildcard match day 3? I think they probably are. Yeah, I mean, it feels right. Feels right to do match day 3, doesn't it? Remember, we all get unlimited. We all get unlimited transfers. So now we get unlimited ahead of the groups. And the transfer allocation is so generous. Guys, if you're on wildcard match day, just let me know when you're wildcarding. Just put, I don't want to do another poll because I want to keep this one on. So just, you can only do one at a time. Just put the match day you're wildcarding. And I'm guessing everyone is about to say match day 3. I'm guessing it's going to be like 90%. I like Marmoush as a budget. Heard some talk of Rafinha not starting. No, you're good, Nikki. It's very likely he starts. ESPN Brazil have them in their predicted 11. He only missed training yesterday because of blisters. It was precautionary. You're good. Matchday 3. Oh, there's a couple of 2s. Okay, it's pretty much all 3s. Give me a number, guys. When are you wildcarding? I think it's pretty much all 3s, though. What's really interesting was the poll, though. Are you taking a -3 this match day? 43% of you are taking a -3. That blows my mind a little bit. Not going to lie. Oh, and 22%, like me, are now considering it. Vitz to Sabari. Vitz to Sabari for a -3. Tempted. I just love scouting bonus too much. Ooh. Why am I being torn? Why am I being swayed? Why am I being swayed? What's up is great fun. I'm even lucky to have met Gianni, true gent and legend. Ah, dude, you're certainly not lucky to have met me. Hopefully, I'll meet all the ultras very soon. I've met a fair few of you. Matchday 3 could see maybe rotation from some. God, I feel like we've met loads because we do video calls as well. Could see maybe some rotation sides. Yes, exactly that. Matchday 3. The state of play is going to be really interesting. I am going to start drafting my wildcard tonight, though. Not going to lie. I might put a video out tomorrow, first draft wildcard, because if I end up spending hours drafting tonight, which I sense I probably will, I'll probably do a video, first draft wildcard tomorrow. But the state of play, things will change in Matchday 2. Now, I don't know. Let's say England beat Ghana and Croatia drop more points, and it looks like it's 6 points for England. They're going to be top. You're probably resting Harry Kane versus Panama. But if we don't think you're resting Harry Kane versus Panama, you're never doing it. Yeah, I definitely need to meet you some point soon, Jay. And you're not that far away. Kane and Diaz or Messi. Probably. I'm gonna say Sabari over Diaz. All right. Who's the third striker? I will be revealing all soon, guys. I don't want to reveal it until we're closer to the deadline. I just want to make sure I get scouting bonus. Last week, we saw a lot of movement in a lot of players. And this forward is a scouting bonus forward that I'm going to buy. Haven't made it yet, but I know I'm making it. If you've watched my content this week, you'll know who it is already. Probably. I already drafted my Matchday 3. Oh my God, love it. You're an FPL nerd like me. Michael's in the house on -3 with Havertz, Haaland, Wirtz. I don't like selling Havertz this week, but sure. You're selling both Germany to Valencia. Good move. Mbappe, good move. And Vini. Okay, fine. They're 3 good upgrades. 12th man, either Kane or Messi. Which one would you go? I would say Kane edges it just. Michael, we did ask the chat this question earlier, and the chat preferred Kane just about. Nyland, okay, yeah, maybe. Japan versus Tunisia seems to be a top fixture. I think so. I really like Japan. I've identified a couple of fixtures I really like, and Japan should be in that list. You're quite right. It is a good fixture, and I didn't highlight them there. Yes, Rafinha will start. ESPN thinks so anyway. ESPN Brazil thinks so. He only missed out on training because of blisters, guys. We're fine on Rafinha. Don't worry too much. Spiro looks so good against Brazil. Pete, I mean, he is a midfielder playing number 9, and he's 0.9%. If I could have afforded, do you know what my plans were this week? Let me just tell you my plans very quickly. What I wanted to do this week. What I wanted to do was sell Musiala to Vini Jr., which I've done. I then didn't want to sell that forward, Ferran Torres. I wanted to sell Wirtz to Sabari, but I was 0.3 short or 0.4 short. I couldn't do it. And there wasn't another midfielder that I liked as much as Sabari in that price band. So I've kept Virt and then sold the forward. Super chat coming in. Thank you very much. Ahmad, trying to avoid wild card in 3. Why though? Because ahead of the quarterfinal, you're going to get like 5 transfers. And you'd have had 5 transfers the game before and the game after. I don't think you need to. Dude, I just used a wild card in 3. Honestly, I can't tell you what chip strategy to use, and it's team dependent and it's a personal choice. But this game, and often in FPL, I'm someone that goes with differential chip strategies a lot. This season, last season, I did not go with the chip strategy of all the other creators you would have seen, and then didn't go with the template. I rarely do. But with this game, I was struggling pre-game going into match day 1 to come over to present different chip strategies. And I did a video on it. I did a chip strategy video where I wanted to tell you option A, option B, option C. All lines, all routes led to wildcard 3. I couldn't see any other way. And remember when the knockouts start, round 32, last 16, both of them you're using chips. You're using clean sheet shield, which is the mystery. You're definitely using qualification booster soon. So yeah, quarterfinal, but by then you get so many, I think it's 5 transfers. Don't think we'll need a wild card. I really don't. But of course, play your own game. If you don't like it in 3, don't use it in 3. Wildcard help won't help later in the competition compared to groups. Yeah, really got to go for those matchups. Who's your captain? My first captain is Elvedi. But remember, guys, you change your captain between each game. If you don't know that already, then start using that. You don't have to pick a captain. New member, thank you so much, Tara, for signing up. That's awesome that you're in the house. Welcome to the channel. I'm guessing you've joined the squad. If you haven't, let me know. Why Elise over Vini? This is a really good question. Why Elise over Vini? Brazil are projected more goals. Guys, these are bookmakers' odds, and they give us a really good gauge. We shouldn't swear by them, though. Shout out FPL Joe for putting them together, but please don't ever look at odds and go, we have to use absolutely everything by them. It gives us a gauge, gives us a measure. I think France score more than Brazil. I might be wrong, but I think France versus Iraq is a better matchup than Brazil versus Haiti. It's just how I feel. And I think Elise is a better player on current form, more routes to points than Vini Jr. Although Vini could be on pens, Elise isn't. Don't just go off the odds. Like, the odds are pretty tight as well. I really don't know. There's really not much in that. Thiago or Cunha? I think it will be Cunha that starts. Thoughts on Balogun, 12th man? Don't love it. I think he's a good buy this week, but I don't love it. How are we doing on our quest for 41k? Am I flogging a dead horse here, or do you think we can get it? 40,775. We need 225 subs. 225 of you can hit that sub button, can't you? I reckon there must be 200 watching that aren't subbed. But thank you guys, as always, for the support. I'm here to answer your questions. So I really appreciate you using me as your deadline of choice. My big dilemmas are, do I take a -3 and sell Wirtz? Which, honestly, the -3 on Wirtz is something the more and more I look at it, I'm like, oh, do I sell Wirtz? I don't know. I just like Sabari very much. I don't know about Sabari. I just like the fact it gives me an extra option for captaincy. An extra option for captaincy would be lovely with Sabari, and I'm just hooked on this scouting bonus. I'd love it in FPL. I don't think we'll get it, certainly not next season for FPL. But I'm hooked on scouting bonus. I think it's loads of fun. It is. Do we love scouting bonus? Let me know in the chat. I'm guessing you're all a big fan, but it breaks up the template. It allows us to hunt for differentials guilt-free. I think it's a real nice addition. And I'm like, Vitz can't get me scouting bonus. Sabari can. Should I consider him? That it's just I just think it's loads of fun. I'm just gonna put that -3 is something I'm looking at, and I just want to highlight that on the screen. So I'm just playing around with a graphic on my screen to put that. Honestly, I'm doing this on bloody PowerPoint. Do I take Vitz out, who can't get scouting bonus? And I do like Ivory Coast. I think we all watched Ivory Coast and were like semi-impressed. Although look, Ecuador should have scored. There's no doubt. Like we all saw Ecuador should have scored. But how many? What's the ceiling there? I fancy the ceiling for Sabari against Scotland. Scotland were bad against Haiti. I actually think Haiti deserved a draw in that. So look, I'm going to just change the graphic on screen to illustrate that I am considering a -3. So there we go. That's my handiwork. It would be for Sabari. Who's your captain? Captain's change. I'm starting with Elvedi because he plays first. Rafinha, stinker and hooked, probably. I can't. Yeah, I don't know if we're keeping Brazil for match day 3, maybe. I think Vini would be my preference if I'm picking a player. Oh, Alex is in the house. Hi, mate. Hope you're good. I could do Torres for Ronaldo. Worth the punt. Oh, you got a lot of money in the bank, Alex. Ronaldo, but I don't think Uzbekistan are going to be pushovers. I don't love that move. I'd go sell Torres, but there's lots of other good forwards you can buy. Enna Valencia's cheap. Balogun's a good pick. If you've got money, I prefer Messi and Kane to Ronaldo. I really do. There's a bit of pressure for Martinez to bench Ronaldo from some. Diaz to Rafinha. Thank you, Daniel, for the super chat. Diaz to Rafinha. Haaland to Mbappe. Diaz to Rafinha. Diaz looked so good last night. Haaland to Mbappe, yes. And took a -6 for Estupinan. Sure, to Hincapié, because Estupinan might not start again. And Kimmich to Doan. No, keep Kimmich. Sell Estupinan. Keep Kimmich. I would be keeping Kimmich. What I would say is Diaz is a very dangerous sell, but I do like Haaland to Mbappe. So definitely do Haaland to Mbappe. Definitely do Estupinan out. I think you only need to make 2 moves. I wouldn't be taking the hit. Keep Diaz. I think keep Diaz. -3 is more worth it if you can captain, but yeah, well, it comes with scouting bonus. Yeah. And that's what mine does with Vitz. It comes with scouting bonus. It comes with captain. Ronaldo hasn't scored in the last 10. Whoa, is that right, Freddie? Good stat. Gula or Sabari. Sabari for me. You can't do Haaland to Sabari because Sabari, despite playing up front for Morocco, guys, Sabari might be your number 9 from Morocco, but he ain't playing. He's listed as a midfielder. I'm going to show you the average position map of Sabari. And you guys know I love an average position map from between the posts. So we all know that Morocco were good versus Brazil. They were arguably the better team. When you see the average position map and you realize where Sabari plays, he is a number 9. Love it. This is the average position map, guys. This is why I like Sabari. He's an out-and-out 9. Sabari is linked with a move to Bayern Munich this summer. He's a PSV forward, if you don't know much about him. He's got pedigree. He had a brilliant finish against Brazil. And I think against Scotland, he's got a real chance of clocking a haul. He also gets you scouting bonus. Please don't forget that, guys. Scouting bonus is massive. An additional 2 points for any return he gets because he's 0.9%. That is where Sabari plays on the football pitch. I am tempted, guys. I really am. If I do, it's a -3 to sell Vitz, though. And I don't know. Stop pumping Sabari. He's going to go over. He shouldn't do because he's 0.9. I mean, sure, maybe I do need to stop pumping him. But look at his ownership there. Bottom of the screen, 0.9%. I don't think he'll go under. I don't think I've got a big enough audience there, mate. I wish I did. I wish I could say, buy this player and we see the ownership. Like, that'd be pretty cool. But there's not enough of you watching. How many are playing this game? Do we know? Where does it say how many managers are playing this game? Like, FPL has about 12 million last season. Does anyone know how many managers are playing this game? FPL Joe, you must know. You still in the chat? Is he really 1.9 now? Oh, crap. I mean, that's not because of me, surely. I mean, I have been flogging him quite hard, even on Sky Sports News this morning. Crap. I was on Sky Sports News this morning, guys. I've come straight from the studio and I did a whole section on Sabari. So look, maybe I have influenced it. Not from my channels, but from Sky. That was me a few hours ago. I've done 5.5 hours of driving today. I think I persuaded Holly to sell Bruno Fernandes as well. She didn't have Elise, and I was like, you need Elise in your team, dude. 2.5, okay. Any love for Valverde? Yeah, I like Valverde. Uruguay were disappointing, though, but I do fancy them versus Cape Verde. I prefer Maxi Araujo for the left. Just go for the left winger. Not sure about selling Haaland. Look, Haaland doesn't matter about fixtures. He can bang against anyone, but Senegal are good. 3 million users is there. Bruno to Elise, Wirtz to Sabari. Like them both, Faz. Like them both very much, dude. Whoa, thank you all for joining. We've just hit 900. That's ridiculous. Really appreciate you guys. Are you taking a hit this match day? I'm keeping this poll up because 45% of you are taking a hit. 21% are even considering it. Over half of you are going to end up taking a hit. And I'm now considering it too. Do I sell Wirtz? Do I sell Wirtz on a -3? I'm buying a forward. Do I buy Sabari on a -3? I love Sabari as an option. And I'm going to stop pumping him because I feel like I've banged the drum too hard. Although I do want to put his icon on screen so at least you know, for those tuning in, that that is an option for me. So I'm just going to insert his picture. I mean, look, the reason I like him is obvious. I like his fixture. I like his form. I like his pedigree. It's not a 12th man pick. It would be on a -3. Yeah. I'm going to put a question mark next to him. Oh, it's a real dilemma for me, that. The reason I'm considering it is it gives me an extra captain. And remember, I already have 2 German players, so I can't captain Wirtz and Kimmich, and I don't really mind which. I'd probably captain Kimmich, to be fair, in that fixture. Sabari not only gives me an extra captaincy option, but crucially, he gives me an extra captaincy option early. Captaincy options when they're Colombia or Portugal players, they're not great because you're probably stuck on your captain by the time you get to the last fixtures of the match day, right? They could even be stuck on your bench. Captaincy options early in the match day are awesome. Like, you get a Sabari Hall and you're happy, happy days. So just want to note that. I think that does matter when we're making our decisions. So I'm just going to put the dilemma I've got. I am making a forward transfer. I have already bought Vini in. So my 2 free transfers are Vini in and a forward. Do I go for Sabari? I'm just going to put a question there on a -3. Freddie says, do it. Guys, give me a yes or no. I don't want to change the poll because I like the poll for those just joining. Do I do it, yes or no? Would you go Sabari or Wirtz? I know what, just give me a name. Wirtz, I keep Wirtz. Or if you think I should take a hit for Sabari, let me know and just put Sabari's name. Don't do it. I guess it's going to be, pretty torn. Above average FPL says Luis Suarez for Havertz or Luis Diaz. Dude, Luis Diaz was so good last night, wasn't he? I think Musiala got 61 minutes and Havertz got 90 minutes. I think that's pretty telling. What was interesting, when Undav came on for Germany, Havertz didn't go off. Havertz went to the 10. So I think if you're looking at minutes for Germany against Ivory Coast, I feel like Havertz is more likely to out-minute Musiala. Therefore, keep Havertz, who's just got a brace, who just seems to be a man for the big occasion. Like Kai Havertz, 2 Champions League finals, scored for Chelsea against Real Madrid, scored for Arsenal against PSG. Like, he's a big game player, loves the World Cup, he's on penalties. Yeah, this is an easy one for me. Get rid of Musiala as I have. I've gone Vini out, Musiala in. The forward I'm doing, I'm not revealing, and it's a scouting bonus player. I'll reveal later. And then it's, do I take a -3 for Wirtz? If you're not already checking above average FPL out, guys, I don't think they're doing World Cup content other than shorts. But for FPL season, make sure you're following them, and they go live every Sunday night. I don't actually ever get to watch it, but I do sometimes check in on the pod on a Monday morning, and it's brilliant. Hannah says, go Sabari. Wirtz, Sabari. Yes, keep Wirtz. Oh, it seems pretty even. Valverde, no. He's up to 1.9%. Definitely shouldn't go to 5%. He shouldn't, should he? I mean, he was at 0. When did I grab this? Yesterday, 0.9. So he's had a huge jump. I think you've talked yourself into it. Extra captaincy choice early in the game week as well. Yeah. Get Diaz instead. Luis Diaz plays that. The problem with Luis Diaz is I don't like the fact he's at the end of the match day either. Give me an extra captaincy option earlier in the match day, and it's even more attractive. Remember, this is the Morocco average position map. This is where Sabari's playing. And if you don't know Sabari, there's a very good chance he gets a big money move this summer. He's playing very well for PSV, but Bayern Munich want him. I guess they see him as the next Kane replacement, but he's a striker. If it's for Sabari, then you get a more expensive attacker G. Not really. My money isn't an issue for my forward. The forward I want, I can afford anyway. Can you show Japan average position map? Oh, I can, but it might take me a while to show. Give me a second. When did Japan play? I subscribe to Between the Posts, but Japan, they were Netherlands. Oh, let me see if I've got it on email. Hang on, let me see if I can find this. If you watch my content in the week, guys, you'll see. No, I've not. Have I got it? I don't think I've got it. I've got most of them. I don't think I've got Japan to hand. So apologies for that. But if you want to see Doan, he's high and wide. I didn't do 12 man. No worries. Sabari for Bruno. Hang on a minute. Not a bad shout. I like the thumbnail. Thank you, mate. Yeah, maybe Bruno. 50% own. Is Bruno still the highest owned player in the game? All right, let's do that. Let's do a little game here. Guys, can you name the 3 highest owned players in the game? Any order. Give me 3 names. I've got them here. Can you name the 3 highest owned players in the game? Ooh, take the -3 and swap Bruno or Musiala for Elise. Yeah, dude. I think Elise is a must-have this game week. I really do. Mbappe, Bruno, and Haaland. No, Haaland's ownership is actually pretty modest. He's the 8th most owned in the game, Haaland. Mbappe, Bruno, Nuno 3. Yeah, you're quite right. Mbappe 1, Bruno 2. Nuno, who came off for Semedo, is ranked 3. Guys, there's 923 of you watching. I would love you just to boost the YouTube algorithm and get more eyes on screen. And if you're already subbed, the way you can help me right now is just hit the like button. If you're not subbed, please consider it, because today I think we can get to 41k. I really do. And you can help me get there. If you want to help me get there, hit the subscribe button. That would mean a lot. Control the YouTube algorithm. By subscribing, you get to control the algorithm because it will show you my videos rather than show you what it wants to show you. So if you're not already subbed, hit the button for more World Cup content. Also, you can join my mini league. It's free to join. There's a prize for the winner. The code's there on screen. There's a link in the description. We are currently the most joined mini league in the game, and I want to keep it that way. So keep joining if you can. Yamal is 38% owned. Yeah, I think that's been a slight dip when people realized he wasn't a starter. And Elise, guys, I think Elise was way under 36% going into match day 1. He's 36 now. Yeah. I'm in a dilemma who to bring in, Elise or Vini. If I'm ranking them, I'm ranking Elise 1, Vini 2. For the best players this game week. Like I'm going Mbappe 1, Elise 2, Vini 3 as my 3 standout picks this game week. Do I go Sabari on a -3? I just love scouting bonus, dudes. 2.5 hours to go. This is your 2.5 hour warning. 2.5 hours. We've still got plenty of time to make that decision, haven't we? Plenty of time. Thank you all for the comments. I'm going to keep answering so many questions. I'm here to answer you, right? I'm here to answer your questions. So keep them coming in. We'll answer as many as we can. Obviously, shorter questions get priority. Channel members get priority. Who should I buy if I need a mid for 7 million? Guys, go buy Sabari. 6.8 million. Playing up front. Number 9. You can see it there for Morocco. Morocco was so good against Brazil. Hour and a half, no? You're quite right. You're quite right. Good. I don't think I could do another 2.5. I joined your mini league after round 1 deadline, but my points don't show. Well, yeah, I'll update after this deadline, I think. Sorry, it is 1.5 hours. 1.5 hours to go. This is your Sabari -3 Velvets. Guys, I couldn't tip him enough. Look, I don't want to get this one wrong. Make your own decisions. I just think he's a hidden gem. 0.9% when I cropped this. He's already up at 2%. Let's hope it doesn't climb too much. But I'm really considering Sabari. For a -3, like it gives you an extra captaincy option. Shall I stop talking about him now? I feel like this has just become a Sabari show. I was on Sky Sports News this morning, banging on about him. So I really need to chill down on Sabari because there's every chance he blanks. But yeah, that was me a few hours ago. The makeup is off since. If you're worrying about Rafinha, don't. ESPN think he'll be fine. It looks like it was just blisters. Yeah, don't worry too much about Rafinha. Those are worrying that he missed training. It was just precaution because of blisters, apparently. So I think you're good. I think you're good. In the chat, I'm absolutely shocked, by the way, that so many of you are on a hit. Half of you are taking a hit this game week, probably more, which is a little bit wild, but I understand why. It's not just a -3. It's the -3, not a -4, so we like that. But it's the fact that we're playing this game for high upside. We're playing this game for fun, and the high upside results are there in the groups. And if it gets you another captaincy option by taking that hit, another good captaincy option, a different fixture that you've not got covered, I understand it. And it's something I will consider on Sabari in for Viet out. Although selling both my German attackers. Germany could still score 2 or 3 against Ivory Coast. And maybe Scotland just shut up shop against Morocco. But I was impressed with Morocco versus Brazil. New poll up on screen. Oh, not taking a hit is wild. Not take what are you saying? I absolutely should be. Your framing is completely wrong. Give me more on that. I'm all up for disagreements and healthy debate. What is completely wild? Tell me more. Come tell us, Peck 7. I like Balogun very much. Really impressed. Really impressed by his matchday 1 performance. I prefer Pulisic as a USA punt. I think he'll be fine. He was awesome too. McKennie looks good, but obviously I've got Serginho Dest, who I've got a bit of a soft spot to as well. Yeboah Nusa Kamada or McKennie? I'm going to say McKennie 1. Nusa hasn't got the fixture. Kamada has the fixture. I'm probably going to say McKennie 1. I just like his average position. He had a free roll. He was a number 10. Honestly, he was really advanced. Rafinha to Sabari. No, keep Rafinha. Love the Bruno G pick. Yep, Holly went with that this morning. Do you like De Jong? No. How is not taking a hit wild? Yeah, I'm struggling for that one. Enner Valencian or Balogun? I'll go Valencia just. Havertz to Kane for a -3. No. I wouldn't be selling Havertz on a hit. Although maybe... No. Havertz has just scored a brace. Really hard to sell him on a hit, isn't it? Igor Thiago is probably not going to start. I think it will be Cunha. And do you know what? ESPN Brazil are predicting Cunha as well. There you go. Havertz or Valencia. Little in that. Havertz is still a quality pick. These are some of the fixtures I liked. No, I don't think Endrick will start. It will be Cunha for me. 2 hits to get Vini. Feels like a lot. Clean sheet odds are on screen. Projected goals are on screen as well. Haaland or Kane as 12th man? I'm going to say Kane. I think Haaland is a potential banana skin for a blank. I like Senegal. They were awesome versus France. They were really good versus France, Senegal. First half, they were the better team. Balogun or Pulisic? I'm going to say Pulisic just. I'm answering as many questions as I can here, guys. Thank you all for the love. I'm here to serve you. Oh, Joe says he's done some digging. Finally reckon I've confirmed the total player count. Wow. Joe, that will tick up, won't it? Probably not going to get to 3 million, but it could get to like 2.4. There will be people joining in the knockouts, maybe. Maybe 2.5. I don't know. So keep an eye on that. But yeah, that's awesome. 2.31. Really good to know. So what are we thinking? I've always said 1%. Like FPL, 1% is the big one, 100K. So we're looking at 230K would be 10%. 23K would be 1%. Can we get in the top 23K? It's doable. I'm already at 39K with 105 points. It's possible, right? 23K is the ultimate. Do you have an Ecuador touch map? I can probably find that. I've probably got that in my inbox. Let me check. We're looking for an Ecuador touch map, are we? Come on, then. I take requests for channel members. Let's see what I can do. Ecuador. Oh, when did Ecuador play? I've got so many in my inbox. I've pretty much got every fixture, but only after... I've got every fixture from France, Senegal. I don't think I've got Ecuador because they played so early. I've even got from Spain, Cape Verde. I've got them all from... Sorry, dude. I don't think I've got it. It's one of the very few I've not got. Damn. Who from Ecuador is a threat? Enner Valencia is the main man. That's all you need to know. Pulisic hasn't trained with the team as yet. I think he'll be fine, though. I don't think he'll need to train. I think they will do everything to get him on the pitch. I really do. I can't see him not starting. Ecuador mids is different. I like the defenders and I like Valencia, but I don't know how many mids I'd pick. Vini or Elise, don't have Rafinha. I'd still in their own right. I think Elise is the best pick. Best 12-man picks. I mean... Lowest I found, 19 points at 207. 200K. Okay. Good digging, Joe. I like Dewey versus Iraq, and I think he starts. I think Barcola might start instead of Dembele. That's going to be interesting. Really interesting that when Dembele came off, Barcola came on. Dewey stayed on the pitch a little bit longer. Let's see. Loads of newbies coming in. Thank you all for joining us. Guys, if you want to shout out your rank, your points, I'd love to flash them up. Put in your total points on screen. I think we're going to see a lot that start with a 1 and a 0. Anyone else in the 100 club, let us know. Put your points on score so I can flash a few up. No, Sabari as captain will happen because he doesn't play in the same fixture as Vini Jr. Guys, you can do more than one captain a day. After the Sabari game, Morocco play, an hour after, you can switch to Brazil. It's not one captain a match day. It's not one captain a match day. Please remember that. It's one captain a fixture. 86, 115, 99. Oh, 102 with no chip is not bad at all. Remember, I'm 105. I've used a chip. I used a chip and I got 17 points from that chip. So, you know, if you haven't used a chip and you're anywhere near 100, well played. Casemiro's a bad pick. Fabinho could get the nod. Go Bruno G. Marmouche is a great pick. 102, 109. Oh, 112 from Hazel is good. Simon on 114. Guys, I want to play a game which I've not played in World Cup. In FPL, when I do live streams, I always ask you this. Where in the world are you watching? I think for this game, I've probably got a slightly more global audience. Now, sure, only about 20% are ever in England. I want to see where in the world you are. Give me your country or your city. If you give me your city, I'll try and guess the country. So maybe cities is more fun. Russia, Oman, India, South Africa. Where in the world are you? Come on, guys, hit me up. Give me some countries. Let's see where you are. Lots in Europe, in Scotland, in Oslo, Africa, Zagreb, in Croatia, Chicago, Wales, Kungsbacka. I'm going to guess that's somewhere in Africa. I don't know. Yorkshire, Colombia, Wakanda. Wow, where's that? Copenhagen, Amman, Bosnia and Herzegovina. Good luck. Colombia, Port of Spain, Croatia, Kuwait, Ghana. Good luck in the World Cup, dude. I'll be in Hull tomorrow. Love that from Jay. Kerala in India. My favorite place in India is Kerala. LA, Berkshire, Chicago, George Best in Northern Ireland, Panama, Abidjan. Is that Ethiopia? No. I can't remember which African country that is. Cape Town, in my favorite city in the world. Singapore, Lebanon, Sligo, Benguela. Where's that? Miami, Florida. Love it. Dubrovnik. Love Dubrovnik in Croatia. Nairobi, Lisbon. Oh, guys, awesome places all over the world. Toronto, one of the host cities. Melbourne, Panama. Down the road from me, Hazel, where are you? You know I'm in Rutland, right? Mars in my lounge. Exotic Folkestone. Tel Aviv, Lagos. Antarctica, really? I was in Big Chance Brentford this morning. I was in Big Chance Brentford at Sky this morning. I went through Brentford. Oh, Hazel, you're in Corby. Yeah, that's not far from me at all. I'm near at Uppingham, but I'm in Rutland, not far at all. Atlantic Ocean. Stuplan just weren't picked. Abidjan, it's Ivory Coast. I knew that. Ethiopia. Idiot, Jenny. Loving that, guys. Are we going to do it? Are we going to get to 41k today? 41,000 subscribers. We hit 40k last week on the deadline stream. If we can hit 41k today, we have 1,000 subs in a week between deadlines. That'd be insane. I've got 150 to go, but 150 of you could sub right now. I know there's more than 150 that aren't subbed. So if you want to help me out, yeah, 20% aren't subbed and we've got 900. So let's say there's more than 150 of you not subbed. Now, of course, you're not all going to hit the button. But if some of you could, that would be amazing. Thank you for liking. If you haven't already hit the like button, that boosts me in the algorithm. Casablanca. Is it worth taking a hit? Look, I've said it loads this stream. Hits are worth it. if you're making a massive upgrade or you think it's a massive upgrade, but also if you get a better captaincy option, and if your better captaincy option is early in the match day. I'm considering a hit. Wirtz out, Sabari in. And I still don't know if I'm doing it. Do I treat myself to a -3? Sabari gets scouting bonus. He looks so good. But maybe Scotland just shut up shop. And Wirtz can still clock points. So I don't know if I feel like I'm 50-50 on it. I feel like I'm really 50-50 on that one. Do I do it? Let me know in the comments, guys. What would you do? Take the hit and hit the sub. What's your chip strategy? I'm wildcarding next week, like everyone, it seems. And I've used my 12th man and max captain. I'm probably going in the semis, maybe in the final. The final, guys, will include the third place playoff game, apparently. So the final will have 2 fixtures round 8. Anyone else go Angus Gunn because of me, by the way? I saw a few. I loved that I was able to inspire that. Happy with Angus Gunn. I'm getting very hungry. Couldn't get my breakfast at Sky this morning. They stopped serving at 10:30. We came off air at 10:45. So, it's fine. I'll just get lunch. We don't serve lunch till 11:30. It's like, great. So I've got 45 minutes at Sky in the kitchen and I can't get any food. And their food's awesome. So I was gutted about that. Gutted. Because it's all subsidised as well. But I had to get back to the deadline stream. Right. Guys, questions in. What's your height? 6'1" or 6'2" on a good day? Because you've seen the screen. I get it. Yeah. In those trainers, 6'2". Wirtz more like to score over Bruno Fernandes. Possibly. Yeah. Possibly. Bruno gives me an extra captaincy option though, because I don't have a Portugal or Uzbekistan player over Wirtz. Well done, Mac. And we both got Egypt's keepers. You definitely helped me out on that one. It was because of you I went there, not going to lie. And probably a few others did as well. So well played, mate. How essential is Horetabao? Not essential. There's a chance he doesn't even start. I think he will get the nod over Ferran. When are you going to reveal the striker? Oh, good point. I don't know. In the next hour. In the next hour. I'm trying to sort my camera out, guys, so I can sit back. I'm getting uncomfortable because I've been in a car for 5.5 hours today. I've had a lot of sitting. Can I stand up? No, if I stand up, I don't see the laptop, do I? I could move my camera and stand, I guess. But could I get comfy? I could stand here, maybe? No, because then my audio will be crap. Oh, I've got to move too much on my setup. I used to stand up. And play pool on streams until I realised Neil Robertson, the former world snooker champion, was watching me, and I went, this is embarrassing. He told me I had needed to get lower, I think he said. Bend my legs or something. Hey, Jenny, thoughts on who to sell Vini? I'd sell McGinn. Definitely can get rid of one of your Scottish attackers. Yeah, sell McGinn. Kubo Japan for me. Yeah, sub out Wirtz and take Sabari. It's something I'm considering for a hit. I've already made one transfer. Vini Jr. has come in. I'm making another transfer for a forward for sure. You're going to see that forward in the next hour. Who should I sell to get Vini and Valencia? Any of them. I'd be keeping Havertz. And Horetabao probably. You don't... Oh, you need to sell one. I'd sell Horetabao before Havertz. Don't know why. Something just tells me Havertz is now a great pick. Thoughts on Doué for a hit? Probably not for a hit. He should start. I think he's first choice. He'll start, but... Kubo was a doubt. Didn't he leave the stadium in a wheelchair? I would definitely follow up on that. Yeah, he's definitely a risk. Definitely a risk. Any advice on how to deal with dark circles under your eye? Don't know. They put a ton of makeup under my eyes this morning. I looked $1 million under the eyes here. Yeah. Is Rafinha injured? No. Rafinha's going to start, guys. I think he'll start. He missed training yesterday because of blisters, apparently. Blisters. So very likely to start. ESPN Brazil put him in their predicted 11 as well. Twelfth man, Vini or Kane? Vini for me. Who are your top 3 12th man picks? I mean, if I just do top 3 picks, because I don't know who you've got in your team, Mbappe, Elise, Vini in that order. Honestly, I think they're must-haves. I think those 3 players, I'd be really uncomfortable going into the game week without Elise and Vini, 2 of the 3 here. And then you can only have 1 probably of these forwards if you're going for those 2. And I think it's Mbappe. Yeah, guys, do you follow me on Instagram? If you do, my football Instagram is Calcio Butticchio. My main Instagram for my channel, just me doing lifestyle stuff, mucking around with Holly at Sky, wearing her socks this morning. By the way, she gets people DMing her, asking her for her socks. Like I said, Holly, you need to start an OnlyFans. She didn't need her socks today because she wore trainers in the car and then heels. So she took her socks off and I wore them and she was like, yeah, you can sell them. Anyway, more on my Instagram for that. So that's just my name, Gianni Butticchi, that Instagram. It's hilarious. I was like, oh my God, people actually ask for your socks. That's disgusting. Foot fetishes, dude. Honestly, I dread to think of the DMs some get, especially women in a male-dominant community. Poor them. Musiala to Bellingham for a hit. No, not for a hit. I think the only midfielder I'd be hitting in that price band is the guy that I'm considering, Sabari. I love seeing pics of your family on Insta too, G. Oh, thanks, Paul. I come to G's live streams for foot stuff. And Holly was like, I don't really want to give you my socks. Like, what if you make them smelly? I was like, dude, I'm wearing them for 20 minutes. We were on air for 20 minutes today. So I wore them for 20 minutes and it meant you didn't see ankle between trouser and trainer. Can you just reveal the mystery player? Look, I will reveal it in the next hour, okay? It's a forward. It's a cheap forward. If you've watched my content this week, you probably know it is. Luis Diaz or Bruno F. Sell one, keep one. I've not actually bought that mystery player yet. I'm about to click the buttons. Or when I do click the buttons, I will show you. I'll do it in the next hour. Yes, Abidjan is not Ethiopia. Yeah. I know, Ivory Coast, Ethiopia. I got it confused with my captaincy, with my capital cities. Oh my God. Oh, Ethiopia is Idris or something. Idris Abyss. What's the Ethiopia capital? It's something like that. Addis Abyss. Addis. My God. I'm not at optimal mental capacity here. What are the games tonight? I'm so tired. I don't know what I can watch. Do you know what? I'll watch Czech, South Africa. I'll watch Switzerland, Bosnia. There's no way I'm staying up to watch Canada, Qatar at 11. I'll be asleep by then. There's no way I actually no, that's a lie. I will watch some of Korea because I'll be up in the middle of the night with my little one. And when I'm up with him, I'll just have the TV on in the background. So yeah, I'll see a bit of Korea because I'm always up at 2. Tomorrow night, I'll definitely be watching US, Australia, and probably Scotland, Morocco, because I might own a Morocco attacker. And then will I be able to watch Brazil, Haiti? Oh, probably not at that time. Again, some background noise when I'm up with the little one. But I will be able to watch the second half of Turkey, Paraguay, because I often start my day at 5 a.m. Oh, what are the kickoff times in round 3? Are they a little bit better in round 3? Yeah, they are. They're either 8 or 11 or 2. Yeah, okay. I'll be able to watch a lot of them in round 3. Remember, kickoff times are different in round 3. Watching Xhaka back a hat-trick. Have you just got a Sunderland 11, Mackham? Let's get some water. I'm almost out of water. If I run off, are you all going to leave? Yeah, there's a lot of late games. Guys, don't go anywhere. I need to hydrate. I'll be 10 seconds. Are you still there? I've just put the oven on as well because I know the wife will want to cook when she gets in from picking up my daughter, and dinner will be ready sooner. But I don't know how long she's going to be. If she's going to be like half an hour, I don't really want the oven on. She's usually home this time. See what she says. Sunderland, could you get to a Sunderland 11? Yeah, get close. Get close. Is there more players from Sunderland than Real Madrid, did I hear the other day? Just checking I didn't miss any important messages. Sorry if I haven't returned your question, guys. I can only do so. I haven't got the mental capacity to do so many. I do try and make this. Yeah, Veers to Sabari for a hit is something I'm considering. Sabari for a hit. This is why I'm considering it. Sabari is playing up top for Morocco. Morocco plays Scotland. In terms of odds, though, I just want to mention this on the hit front because the bookies don't love Morocco. The bookies have Germany at 2.03 goals. They don't have FPL Joe. What odds are Morocco to score? What do they? What number do they have them at? They've got Argentina at 1.78. Joe, if you're still watching, what are Morocco for goals? I don't know. I'm being lazy. Should I just check? But it's scouting bonus on Sabari. We love scouting bonus. $1.56 versus 2.03 is quite. I'm surprised at that. I mean, maybe they just think Scotland will shut up shop well, but yeah, check out FPL Joe's website, guys. Thank you, Jay, for that reminder. Should have said. If you're not already using FPL Joe's website, it's amazing for all things fantasy. But for World Cup fantasy, go give it a go. Joe, you've been super useful for me on this channel, honestly. And your graphics are insane. I use these all the time. Those worrying about Rafinha don't. My love for scouting bonus took me down. Yeah, I'm a bit obsessive over it. I'm not going to lie. Like the forward I'm buying with the question mark on, you can bet your bottom dollar he's scouting bonus. Which Hernandez will start? Teo Hernandez. Teo, who is actually cheaper in this game, which is mental. Lucas Hernandez is not first choice left back for France. Teo Fernandez is. Jackson or Enner Valencia? I'd go Enner Valencia. He's got the fixture over Jackson, hasn't he? Considerably got the fixture. We have 1 hour to go. 1 hour, guys. 1 hour. Perisic or Musa, cheap forward. Enner Valencia is my favourite cheap forward, I'd say. It depends if you can afford. Oh, I need to... There we go. Need to move the camera up ever so slightly. Musiala to Rafinha. Gula and Suarez to Valencia for it. Don't mind that, Pedro. Don't mind that at all. Yamal or Elise. Elise will get more minutes, I think. Kick the like and head it. Oh, come on, Jay. Kick the like and head of the subscribe. Jay, we might just do it. We might just get to 41,000 subscribers. We need 100 people to hit that subscribe button. It's possible. Thank you, guys. If you're one of the 1,000 people that have subscribed in the last week, honestly, I'm absolutely touched. I've never had 1,000 people sub in a week, I don't think. Maybe FPL pre-season. But it's been a year since that happened. Let's have 1,000 of you sub in a week. Usually I get a couple of handfuls of people subscribing a week. To have 1,000, if you are one of my newbies, thank you. And I look forward to chatting with you in the chat moving forward. Daily content pretty much on this channel. I don't think I've ever spent so long drafting team and transfers. Oh, you wait till round 3 when we're on wildcard. Why is Elvedi captain? Because he plays first. We can change the captain every single fixture. Make sure you're doing that, guys. Starting fullbacks for Brazil. ESPN think Danilo will come in, I think. And they think Douglas Santos. So they think they'll change the fullbacks. Excuse me. I'm starving. Right. Sorry, just messaging the wife. Shriekle here. How often do we get player ownership updates? FPL Joe, can you give Goat Biscuit a good answer on that one? I mean, every hour. Hakimi's fine. Hakimi's fine. We like Hakimi. Top midfielders to choose. Guys, this week, if you don't have Elise and you don't have Vini, start thinking about getting them. These are my top 3 this week. Elise, Vini, and I just love Sabari. Sabari is the number 9 for Morocco. This is their average position versus Brazil. He scored versus Brazil. He's a baller. He's cheap. He's lowly owned. He gets you scouting bonus. Is it worth taking a hit from Bolo to Enna Valencia? I don't think so. And Bolo's a good player in his own right. I don't know if Torres starts. That's why I'm selling him. It's too risky for me. Checking that the website is all good and you've got the players in the right order. Oh, I didn't post my team on Instagram. Always do that. I need to post my... Oh, no, maybe I did. Balogun or Enna Valencia? I've asked myself the same question. Ownership updating once per hour, usually 4 minutes past. Oh, so in 2 minutes, Joe, do we get an update? Will you keep us posted with any major changes? I'm guessing Sabari's going to be getting a bit of love because, honestly, I screen grabbed this. I'm sure it was yesterday, possibly the day before, but 0.9%. He's now at 2%. So Sabari is moving up. And I did bang on about Sabari this morning at 10 a.m., 10:30 a.m. on Sky Sports News. And obviously, there's quite a big audience on Sky Sports News that could have had 0.1, 0.2. I need to find that and clip it and post it. Maybe I'll just wait until he bangs and then post it, eh? Likely to be the last update. Yeah, keep us posted on that, Joe. Remember to keep your VC on Shakir so you'd be able to captain anyone. Yeah, I've got vice captain on. Who have I got vice captain on? Put it on someone that you'll never captain. Let's check who I've got vice captain on. I've got it on Rafinha because I don't see me captaining Rafinha in that fixture. I'm going to captain Vini Jr. all day long. Yeah. Meant gun, yeah. No, Gunn, I actually do want to captain. Because if I don't have Sabari, I will be captaining Gunn. Yeah, I'm going to keep it on Rafinha. Oh, yeah, it's there on screen. There's just not a world in which I'm going to captain Rafinha. I mean, Vini goes down in the warm-up, sure, but unlikely. I guess Cucurella's the other guy I could consider. Because I've got a Spanish forward, or Wirtz. It's where you've got double ups. No, do you know what? I should probably do it on Lucas Hernandez, just in case Vini goes down in the warm-up. I'm going to put vice captain on. Oh, I can't put it on Lucas Hernandez because he's on the bench. It's got to be someone in your 11. Should I go Cucurella? I'm going to captain. What if Orethabao was dropped, though? Yeah, I'm going to stick with what I've got. I think it's almost got a chance of starting. I think Spain will make a couple of changes to that front line. It didn't look good, did it? But we just don't know where. Joe, I'm going to retweet you right now. Great post about ranks. Top 1K equals top 200. Top 10K equals top 2K. $831 of you watching. Thank you, team, for coming in. I will try and answer as many questions as my little brain can cope with. I am running almost on empty. Maybe 3 hours was a mistake after a long day. But yeah, thank you. I can't thank you enough for watching. And I want to answer your questions. I'm going to reveal what I'm doing. I think it's probably ambitious to get to 41,000 subs, but we might just get there. So thank you, guys. Right. Where are we at? Let's do a poll over my team, right? Let's start thinking about that. Live in the chat. Right. Start a poll. Do you know what? I've had loads of questions over who's the best 12th man. So to help you out, we're going to do Mbappe. I mean, you might own some. Forget who you own. Just who's the best player this week. Elise, Vini, Kane. Who do you think is the best 12th man, guys? And then we'll do my team. Bruno to Sabari. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like Bruno over Wirtz just. Oh, Valencia's gone over 2%, has he? I can't go Messi because I can only go 5 options. And I do think the other 4 I rank higher than Messi this week. They are my 4 favourite players this week that I've put in the poll. So I've just done it off my favourite 4. But obviously, I understand. Whoa, Kane's getting a lot of love in the chat. It's cool. I don't know how I feel about Kane this week. I think he will score versus Ghana. I think Ghana are probably a better defence than we realise. Although, look, they scored 4 versus Croatia. Imagine if that had been Southgate. What do you reckon? Under Southgate, what was the score for England versus Croatia? It's a 1-0 win, isn't it? It's so obvious. It's so obviously a 1-0 win. Yet, under Tuchel, you're conceding, but you're scoring too. It's a bit more fun. Yeah, Don of Japan, if fit, is great. Isak's a good pick. He looked great, Isak. We've not seen that Isak for a while. It would have been 1-0. Honestly, it would have been 1-0 or 0-0 or 1-1. You three, the first 3 to comment on the scoreline and what the England score would be under Southgate have all just nailed that. It's one of those 3. I don't think Tuchel's going to win the World Cup, but I think England fans are going to have fun journeys getting close. I think we're going to see some really nice football and some goals. 2-1 England under Sir Gareth. Not sure they even saw 2. I think there's a clean sheet. I'm gutted about Italy. I can't even talk about it. It's too raw for me. Should I put Grapo or Haalanders in first? You always put the keeper playing first in first. My team's on screen, guys. I'm going to show you some odds if you're interested in the odds from FPL Joe. Who are you voting for with your 12th man? Kane over Mbappe is wild. Keep voting, but Christ. Kane over Elise is wild. We're in different places on 12th man, guys. My top 3 do not include Harry Kane. I'd go Vini Jr. over Kane, but this is why we do the polls. You guys don't just want my opinion. You want to know what the consensus is, right? Hopefully, polls can allow you to do that. If you've got any suggestions on polls, you can let me know. Yeah, FPL Joe's website is on screen. Guys, if you are a chat virgin and you've never asked me a question before, let me know you're a virgin and I'll try and get to you straight away if you're a chat virgin. And if you want to ask a question and you're like, I can't ask a question, it doesn't let me. You've got to hit subscribe and then it lets you enter the chat. So it's for subscribers only. Oh, please answer me. What did you say? Is Valverde eligible for scouting bonus at 5%, mate? If he's 5, then no. He's got to be under 5. So is he 4.9 or 5? Refresh the screen because it just updated 4 minutes ago. FPL Joe might be able to help on that as well. Cam, I've put the oven on. Best is worst. Don't spam, dude, but I will answer. Transferring out Musiala, Wirtz, Torres, and Arithabal for Elise, Vini, Balogun, and Jimenez. I don't love Jimenez as an option. They're fine options. Elise, Vini's huge. There's a budget forward I prefer to Jimenez, and I'm about to buy him. You'll see it in a minute. Well, before the deadline, you'll see it. I have Elise, Mbappe, and Vini, says Pete. That's why I chose Kane as my 12th man. But if you're in a position like me, who would you 12th man? Well, it's the guy you... Yeah, if you own those 3, I would be going Kane. He'd probably be my 4th. Looks like no changes. Next one already. No changes, Joe? That doesn't feel right, but maybe. Maybe people are getting bored of the last minute subs. What does the -3 mean? The -3 and a question mark means Gianni is thinking about taking a hit. Again, I've put at the bottom of the screen what I'm doing with my team, but I have bought in Vini. Vini's in. Musiala's out. I'm doing a forward transfer, which I'll reveal before the deadline. And I'm thinking about doing -3 Wirtz Sabari. I'm unsure. Does my graphic not make sense to new people tuning in? If not, I need to maybe change that. How do I make it a little bit more? I don't know. I think it probably makes sense to most, but yeah, I am considering a -3. True. It's a good point. Maybe people are unaware of the deadline. I joined late. Rafinha's actually a doubt. No, Rafinha's going to be fine. ESPN think he'll start. And that's as good a source as you can go with in terms of a prediction. Chat Virgin in the house. Need to remove Alvarez. Yes, didn't start, did he? Whom should I get? Cunha, Marmoush, peace out. Cunha, I think, starts for Brazil. I'd probably punt on Cunha, but Marmoush, nah, I'll go Marmoush. Marmoush, we know will start. Cunha, there's a chance he doesn't. I think Cunha will, but depending on your risk appetite, and Marmoush versus New Zealand's a really nice option too. It makes perfect sense to graphic. Team leaks. Are you serious? Are many people interested on Czech versus South Africa? I don't think so. Can you name your 6-7 mids for this round? My favorite mids. I mean, without doubt, my first 3 for the round are Elise, Vini Jr., Sabiri. We'll leave it at that for my first three. How to activate 12th man. You see that little lightning bolt? Click it, and then it gives you the options of chips. Chat Virgin Liam. Hi, mate. Debate between Oeterbal and Valencia or Mbolo and Kramaric. I don't think Kramaric started last night, did he? I'd go for the Oeterbal and Valencia option. Life Virgin. 12th man rogue shout. No, do it. Who's the best 7 million mid? Guys, Sabari. This is Sabari's average position map, playing as the number 9 for Morocco. He is a mid-price midfielder. Chat Virgin, what's your thoughts on Ayari? Don't go Ayari. Lamine won't play 90. Don't love Ayari. Just go Sabari. Schick or hit? Hit. Why Captain Elvedi? Why not? You get to cap. I don't think people understand the captain rules. Guys, please change your captains between every game. You're allowed to and you should. Get rid of Gordon, probably. Chat Virgin. Loads of Chat Virgins. I'm selling Musiala to Vini and I want to sell Vitz, but I don't know who I want to get. McKennie's great. Doué's great. If you've got a spare France spot, though, go Doué. Chat Virgin, what's your thoughts on Messi as a 12th man? Great. Chat Virgin, looking at Belgium defenders, they're cheap. Yeah, just beware De Kuyper's not a starter. Chat Virgin, defender 3.9 or below. Dest versus Australia. Oh, no, I think he might be 4.1 Dest. Chat Virgin, I can't afford Vini, Rafinha without taking a hit. Maybe go to Canada. There's a Canadian defender, De Fraguelas at 3.6. Can't afford Vini, Rafinha without taking a hit. Is Paqueta? No, Paqueta might not start. Bruno G. Bruno Guimaraes. That's the predicted 11 that ESPN Brazil have gone with, and they've got no Paqueta. Sorry, they do have Paqueta, but he is a risk. There is a chance he doesn't start. I'd go Bruno G. Oh, De Bruyne is a great pick. How have we not spoken about him today? Love the De Bruyne pick. I think Vinny's close to essential. Sorry, Chat Virgins, I can't get to all of you. Do you reckon that Elise and Mbappe... I've lost it. Kanlogu. Yeah, Kanlogu's fine. I wouldn't buy him. I wouldn't sell him. They're all good. Chat Virgin. Should he Ferran and Musiala to Kane and Sabari? Yes. Yes. Like. The other two I'm selling. Hate the De Bruyne pick. He's finished. He played number 9 for Belgium the other night, pretty much. 12th man next week? No. Wildcard next week. Chat Virgin. Vitz to Sabri and 12th man Vini? Yes. Captain Elise or Mbappe? Guys. Oh, that's the same fixture. Yeah. Probably go Mbappe, to be fair. Little in that. Elise was player of the match. There's 879 of you watching. Definitely keep Teo Hernandez. If you are watching, and if you are new around here, help me get to 41k. We might just do it. We might just do it today. If you are new and you haven't subscribed, or even if you're old and you're like, oh, maybe I haven't subscribed, just check. Hit the subscribe button and we might get to 41k. It's doable. We need 70 in the next 40 minutes. Need a defender transfer, says John. Quick fire options for me. Team is basically the same as me. I mean, any of my defenders, I think they're all good picks. Personally, I'd go Dest if you don't have him for upside. The average position map is insane for Dest. He's a winger, and I fancy USA versus Australia. If you want to go clean sheet odds, go to Ecuador. I don't have an Ecuador defender. I'd probably go someone like a Pacho or a Hincapié, make sure they're under 5%. But an Ecuador defender under 5% would probably be top of my wish list. Best wildcard team. I can't do that now. Need more time. I'll put a wildcard video out tomorrow, though, or the next day, for sure. My first draft of my Matchday 3 wildcard, obviously. I'm loving these deadline streams though, guys. Thank you. Like, don't get to do a huge amount of deadline streams in FPL, so it's really cool to do them and interact live with you lot. Loads of chat virgins. Not sure you all are, but I hope you are. I have 2 defenders who doesn't start. Is it worth taking a hit to bring in 1 defender like Dest? Yeah. If you have players that aren't starting, you can hit them out across the board. Because you get 2 bites of the cherry with subs and starting lineups, you want to be using that. You want to be using that. Budget midfielder, McKennie or Araujo. For the fixture, Araujo's got the better fixture. Something tells me McKennie's a great pick this week, though. Probably Araujo edges it for the matchup. Like and subscribe for Gianni streaming over 2 hours. Guys, I don't want your sympathy here. I'm privileged to have the lifestyle I have and to work in like fantasy football. But I am absolutely shattered. I've been driving for 5.5 hours today. I've been up at the crack of dawn to get down to Sky this morning. I've been on air at Sky. I've come from air to not having time to eat and go to the restaurant, even though it was between breakfast and lunch. I couldn't wait till 11:30 for lunch. I had to get back in the car, do the M25, the M1, and get back to stream to you lot. So if you want to support my efforts for doing that, I've made daily content on this channel. If you like what you've seen during the World Cup, then yeah, you can show your appreciation by hitting the buttons, by liking, by subscribing. And I'm going to continue it because I enjoy it. And I'm privileged that you guys have given me the platform. Without you lot watching, I'm struggling to make videos. So thank you for all doing that, genuinely, from the bottom of my heart. Get the violins out because it's been a hard day. It has been. Oh, I tell you what. The traffic this morning. I usually do Sky on a Saturday morning. No traffic on a Saturday morning. Midweek. You can roll transfers. I think you can roll only 1. Most are on wildcard next week, and you can't roll the other side of a wildcard. Salah or Rafinha? Rafinha. Try being an artist, Johnny. Yeah, but at least you get to sit down in the comfort of your own home, which I do a lot for streaming, to be fair. No, do artists sit whilst painting and drawing or stand? I guess it depends what you're doing and the size of what you're doing, right? Jay, are you a stander or a sitter? New subscriber, first time chat, Virgin, just trading in McTominay, Haaland and Son. They're okay selling those players. I do like Son. Yeah, big upgrades. Took a -3, but using 12-man Vini didn't tell me. Yeah, I like it, dude. Very nice. What is the lowest points you'll stick captain for? It's got to be 10, isn't it? It's double digits every time for me. I had a couple of 9s last week. I had Dest on a 9. I had Gun on a 9. 18 captaincy points. When you've got players like Mbappe to come, it's okay to twist. It's okay to twist. Latest stuff is 5. Yeah, I thought your stuff was too big to sit. Paint on the ground. Oh, that's hard. Yeah, arched over like that, as I'm guessing you are. Danilo or Douglas Santos? I'd go Danilo, just. Would you sell Gallardo to Hincapié? Yeah, probably. How many points did you get last game week? 105. It's at the bottom of the screen. Read the ticker. Need a midfielder for 7.6 million. Guys. Sabari, 6.8 million. Plays up front for Morocco. I wouldn't bring him in for a hit for Doku, though. I am consider bringing him in for Wirtz. Let's talk my team. I'm going to do a poll in a minute. Bruno or Rafinha? Rafinha. What does vice captain do? Nothing. Hide it. It's meant to be your captain if your captain doesn't play. Of course, your captain's going to play. If you've got 1,000 attempts at it, you cannot vice captain your vice captain. So put your vice captain on someone you do not want to ever captain. Mine's Rafinha because I'll captain Vini Jr., excuse me, in that fixture. Oh, you've already got Sabari. Nice. I'd go De Bruyne. Elise or Mbappe? I'm going to be going Mbappe, I think. Elise was insane though, wasn't he? We love Elise. What do I do with my team, guys? I feel like it might be time to talk about that decision that I've got to make. I'm so tempted to hit, but Wirtz could turn up. Wirtz is still a danger. Wirtz is always a danger. Wirtz is awesome. What would you do? I'm going to ask you now in the chat. Would you keep Florian Wirtz, who has a good opponent against Ivory Coast? They're not great. It's not a great opponent. Good option. We can see here, Germany are fancied for goals, 2 goals. Or would you go to the Morocco number 9, Sabari? Less fancied for goals as a team, but more fancied for goals as an individual. Playing up front from Morocco. Is it worth a -3? He gives me, Sabari, an extra captaincy option. I'm going to just put a poll up right now. What should Gianni do? Keep Wirtz, no hit. By Sabari, take a -3. What would you do if you were me, guys? What would you do if you were me? No ownership changes. Wow. I do think Morocco is so underrated. Is Sabari on pens? Can someone find out? I don't know. Super Chat coming in. And Bolo to Enna, Valencia or Wirtz. To McKenny. Guys, that's a tough one. Because I don't know if I'm selling Wirtz or not either. I'd say Mbolo to Enna Valencia for free is a good move, though. I'll probably do that. Enna Valencia. Half an hour to the deadline, guys. Half an hour. Diaz should be on pens. Yeah, but he did a Panenka, didn't he? In AFCON. I think it's probably Brahim Diaz. I don't know if we've seen a penalty in the friendlies, so I don't know if we know for sure. But yeah, Brahim Diaz was the penalty taker, I'm sure, in AFCON when he did the dink. Or was that in the shootout he did the dink? I can't remember. Guys, thank you for voting in the poll. This is a bit of a predicament for me. And you lot, I knew you were going to do this. I knew you were going to do this. I knew the vote was going to be somewhere between 40 and 60 for both. And you're pretty much both. You're giving me 53 and 47. Damn. I wanted a 70-30. It's a proper hard call, that. How likely is it that I'm going to need Sabari's captaincy? It'd be lovely, but probably my captain this week is coming from a Brazil or a France player. Probably, isn't it? That's fair to say. I think most of us are going to get a captain from France. Mbappe, Elise, or Vini Jr. will end up being our captain. Probably. Toss a coin. I can't. It matters too much. It's got to be my decision. I can't put it down to chance. Thank you, Jason, for the super chat. When are we locking in, G? I'll get to that in a second. Torres Musiala out. Vini in. 6.3 million. Who's the best forward? Jason. That's what I'm doing. I've done Musiala out for Vini in. I'm selling Torres. And I've got same pretty much for a forward. I'm revealing my forward at 1:45. So at 16:45 UK time, I'll tell the answer to that, in my opinion. And you see that question mark, that purple question mark? That's the player. So if you can wait 15 minutes, dude, please do, and I'll reveal at 45 who that player is. It is someone that gets scouting bonus. Chat Virgin took a -3 for Balogun, Elise and Vini for Pedri. Yeah, like it. They're all good moves. Chat Virgin, flip a coin. Your reaction will tell your true feelings about the decision. I think I'll celebrate if I get to take the hit, which is silly. Because I know Wirtz is the sensible pick. Ownership shouldn't matter, but he's got the ownership. The other option is I keep Wirtz and I sell Bruno. I quite like Bruno because it gives me another captaincy later if I need to fall back. Any prizes for guessing the mystery player? Some think Balogun, some have said Valencia, some have said Suarez. Yeah, it's... Don't do wildcard now. Work out your captains on the days, yeah. Is it worth taking a hit for Musiala to Raf? Don't think I'd hit that. Don't think I'd hit it. Rafinha has been suffering with blisters, although I think he starts. Guys, thank you all for tuning in. We are getting close. This is squeaky bum time for the channel. I'm not sure if we can do it in 30 minutes, though, but we are very close to 41k. If 50 of you hit that subscribe button, we get to 41,000 subscribers, which will be 1,000 more than last week. This time last week when we were streaming, we hit 40k live on the deadline. If we can hit 41k, that would be beyond my wildest dreams. I will give away 5 memberships if we do. Sorry, I can't do more. But I'll also make an effort to answer all your questions. So please, or as many questions as I can. I shouldn't say all, because that's impossible. Thank you all. If 50 of you want to hit that button, that would be amazing. It's just a game. Do what's more fun. All right. Here's where we are. Which games were... I really like watching games, and I'm only able to watch like half the games, right? Live. I'm watching highlights of all of them, obviously. Which game will I be able to watch? When do they play? Morocco play at 11. Will I stay up and watch Morocco-Scotland? I'll be watching USA-Australia before that. So possibly I'll be watching Morocco. Possibly not, though. That's how tired I am. Germany, meanwhile. When did they play? Oh, I'll definitely be watching Florian Wirtz. Saturday night at 9 o'clock, I'm watching Germany. I can't guarantee I'm watching Morocco. Maybe I've answered my own question there. Because it's got to come down to where you get your most enjoyment. And I get my most enjoyment in fantasy games watching players score goals, but watching live, the emotion you feel when a player you own scores a goal, you feel something. I know I'm watching Wirtz in Germany because of the kickoff times. I'm not sure if I'm watching Morocco. I probably do, but I don't know if I watched the whole game. Super chat coming in. Salah for Musiala. Ordiners for... Yeah, definitely sell De Kuiper. He's not starting. So Ecuador defender sounds good. And Salah in for Musiala is quite cool too. Yeah, don't mind that at all. Chat Virgin, Cracky or Muller Wolf? Muller Wolf. Can you answer my paid question, please? Oh, Jason, you missed it. I did answer it. And I said wait till 45. I did a couple of minutes on your question, dude. I hope you saw that. I said exactly, your decisions are exactly what mine are. We're doing the same thing. I did definitely answer it. Oh, was it this one? Did you do another one? Torres, Musiala, and... Yeah, this is it. This is exactly what I've got, Jason. I have sold Musiala to Vini, and I'm selling Torres to a mystery forward that I'm announcing at 16:45 UK time. In 12 minutes, I will tell you who that forward is. That's the best forward I would go for under 6.3, and he gets scouting bonus. Best replacement for Widmer, Douglas Santos or Ecuador. Look, Douglas Santos should start. ESPN Brazil think he will. But nevertheless, look at the Ecuador clean sheet odds. I just go to an Ecuador defender. Just go for Hincapié or Pacho and just go safe. Thank you all for the super chats, guys. Abu Kad, you didn't ask. Take a punt on Kubo. I'm not sure Kubo's fit. I don't know if I'd risk it. I think he left the stadium in a wheelchair, I think. Is that the right? I think so. Is anyone using a chip? Loads are on 12th man. So it definitely answered your super chat twice there, Jason. Give it time. Best 12th man. A lot of saying Kane. A lot of saying Kane. I personally think the best players this week, if I'm picking them, let's forget who you own. Mbappe 1, Elise 2, Vini Jr. 3, probably Kane 4, right? Thoughts on João Neves? Yeah, he was great. I just didn't love Portugal. I think we're all a bit disappointed with Portugal, right? Guys, I'll do some quick fire questions. Best Ecuador mid. I'm struggling on Ecuador mids. I like the defenders and I like Enner Valencia. I already have Havertz. Can I sell Wirtz? I think so. I don't think you need double Germany attack. I really don't think you need double Germany attack. 55% of you are saying I shouldn't sell Wirtz. That's where we're veering towards. And I do think the fact that I'm watching the Germany game and maybe not the Morocco game. Doing 5% and under players, yeah. The best 5% and under attacker that I would love to get but can't is Sabari. Sabari. That's where he's playing. Morocco's average position. There's his number 9 playing up front. Chat Virgin, who would you have sold Wirtz and kept Musiala if you had the money? No. Wirtz over Musiala for me. He got 90. Musiala got 60. Good questions. Guys, you ask such good questions that I really hope help out the masses. Where's all your questions? No, Havertz should probably have done the other way round. Yeah, please answer me. Sorry. Balogun or Ella Valencia? You're about to see my forward. And I'll give you a clue. It's Balogun or Ella Valencia. They're the two that I've been banging on all week. Best budget forward in the game. I think it's Balogun or Valencia. And I'm about to show you in 9 minutes who that is. I said I'd do it at 1:45. They're both on scouting bonus. Nomi Jones, you've sent money without a question. I will look out for your question. Please do ask it. Here it is. First time chat user. Good man. Best 12th man. Kane, Valencia, or Messi. I already have Vini. Yeah, great. I would say Elise. I don't think you've got Elise. If you've not got Elise, I'd go Elise. If not, I'd go Kane. Yamal or Kane 12th man. I don't think Yamal gets 90 minutes. Please don't spam the chat, guys. I don't think Yamal gets 90. Guys, how many minutes do you think Lamine Yamal gets? Just put a number. Just put a number. How many minutes do you think Lamine Yamal plays? I think he starts, but there's a chance he doesn't. I'm going to say 60. Hi, would you take James Rodriguez or Wirtz out for Vini? I'd take Wirtz out. James Rodriguez, I think I would keep. I think I'd take Wirtz out, 60, 50, 60, 40. So some think he maybe won't start. 69s, 58. Yeah, you will think he'll start, though. You'll think he'll start. Around 70, depending on game state. So important. So hard to know without game state. Kane versus Messi versus Vini versus Yamal. Vini. My favourites are Mbappe, Elise, then Vini in that order. I have 2 German defenders. No, it's not bad. Teo Hernandez or Cucurella? Cucurella. I did answer you, Football Prod. You missed it. I answered. 12th man ranking, please. I've just done that. need to focus off the screen. My eyes are going funny. Guys, I can't see the live chat. I don't know what's happened. Yeah, Musiala will start. I'm just saying, I think Wirtz and Havertz get more minutes than him. Both Bot Patcher then saw his over 5 -3 for Hincapie. No, just stick with what you got because the scouting bonus is only 2. That wouldn't make sense. Keep Pacho. Scouting bonus is only worth 2 points, so you're only going to lose 2 if they return. It's annoying though that he's gone over 5%, isn't it? Damn. Was he already over 5? I don't know. Yeah, it's taking our eyes for sure. Super chat coming in. Have both Widmer and Noosa any thoughts? I mean, Widmer's not starting. I think is Noosa not going to start? Look, any players that aren't starting, and I include Widmer in that, you need to sell. If you have to take a -3, take a -3. If you're buying a defender, go to Ecuador for cheap defenders. There's a couple of them under 5%. If you're buying a midfielder cheap and you can reach him, get Sabari. These are some other fixtures to target. I've put little ticks by Morocco, USA, Brazil, Ecuador, Egypt. Uruguay, no one's talking about. Maxi Araujo is a great budget pick. Super chats and channel members will get priority Q&A, guys. Can't answer them all. What do you think of Doué? Yeah, great pick. I think he's great. I think he can bang any given day. Did you use 12th man? Yes, I went Haaland. Thiago for Brazil, I don't think will start. ESPN Brazil don't think he'll start either. They think it'll be Cunha number 9. Sub out Elise for Vini. No, Elise is amazing this week. Keep him. Best Ecuador defender. I mean, depends what your budget is. If budget's not an issue, go Hincapie. Krejci or Elvedi? Elvedi. Haaland out for Kane. No. What about Cunha? Yeah, he's great. He's a risk. Cunha is a risk. Guys, in 4 minutes, I will reveal my forward. 4 minutes time, I will drop who my forward is. He's a scouting bonus player. I've wanted to keep it to myself. If striker is Balogun, please announce it at 16.55 instead. Oh, what ownership's Balogun then now? What's the ownership on Balogun? Let's have a look. 4.2. And what's Valencia? 2. Should be all right. 4.2 and 2 should be fine. Should be fine. Yeah, I scout. My other big decision is what to do with that midfield spot. Do I keep Wirtz or do I take a -3 for Sabari? Sabari is an amazing option playing up front. I've said it 1,000 times for Morocco. If he doesn't bang, everyone's going to tell me about it. I have flogged him hard. Harder than I've flogged a fantasy asset for a while. It's like peak Phil Foden days in FPL. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Smash a sub and a like for the early striker reveal. Good shout. Good shout, Jay. Guys, we might just do it. If we have one big push now, it's possible we get to 41k. We need 29 of you to hit that button. If you subscribe and get me to 41k, that'd be amazing. Honestly, all the effort I've put into making videos for this World Cup, if you want to show appreciation for that, daily content on this channel. It's not just the lives. Come by and watch my videos, but every deadline I will be live as well to answer your questions. Hopefully you've gone, do you know what? He answers a lot of questions, Im. We want to show support. We want to hit that subscribe button. Why do you have Sabari and Gunn? What do you mean? Sabari isn't in my team. I might take a -3, Vit out, Sabari in. Sorry if that doesn't make sense from the graphic. Chat Virgin, I'm looking to swap Valverde and Alvarez to Vini and Valencia. Good moves. I also have Widmer. Chance he plays, but I'd probably say they keep with the same backline. I'd take a -3 and ship him on to an Ecuador defender. Why no Kane? You can't have them all. I think Mbappe's better. Should I take a -3 to get Vini, or should I take a -6 to get both Messi and Vini? I'm okay without Messi. Just Vini. Guys, we said we would reveal the 12th man, so I think it's time we do that. I've longed it out long enough. Thank you all for watching, by the way. We will show you that 12th man very, very soon. It's a minute away. We might just get to 41k subs as well. Let's do it. Thank you for subscribing, guys. Right. Before I reveal it, who do you guys think it is? Put the name in the chat of the 12th man, of the, not 12th man, of the guy in the question mark. Who is the budget forward that gets scouting bonus that I've banged on about in all my videos this week that I've just clicked it, that I've bought? Who is the forward I have bought? I'll give you a clue. He gets scouting bonus. I'll give you a clue. He has played in the Premier League, but doesn't anymore. And I'll give you a clue. He's under 6.1. Put the name in the chat. It's not Cunha. A lot of guesses for Valencia. Guesses for Balogun. Yeah, Balogun's played in the Premier League at Arsenal, wasn't he? Is it Balogun or Valencia? It's not Vissa. It's not Cunha. It's not Vinas. It's not Plata. Squirrel says Valencia too. Hey, Squirrel, good to see you. A lot of you think it's Valencia. It's time to reveal the mystery forward. Oh, this is fun. It's not Gary Lineker. It's not Chris Wood. It's not Ronaldo. He doesn't get scouting bonus, that's for sure. The mystery forward I've picked this week, and if you've watched my videos this week, you would have hopefully seen how hot I was on him. It's not Freddie Adu. It's Enner Valencia. Enner Valencia, welcome to the team. You're definitely not going up to 5% now with 15 minutes to go. Enner Valencia has Carousel, guys. Carousel just conceded 7 goals to Germany. Carousel could be the weakest team at this World Cup. Enner Valencia starts. Enner Valencia played okay in game week 1, but I thought Ecuador were unlucky versus Ivory Coast. Enner Valencia takes penalties. Enner Valencia has 6 World Cup goals. Enner Valencia gets scouting bonus, costs under 6 million, and has the standout fixture. If we're talking bookies odds too, the bookies think Ecuador will score more goals than Spain, than Portugal, than England, than Germany. Enner Valencia is a fantastic buy this week. Ferran Torres isn't nailed, might not start. Enner Valencia just feels so obvious. So my 2 transfers, Vini Jr. in for Musiala, Enner Valencia in for Ferran Torres. The only big question and dilemma I have now is, do I take a 3-point hit and sell Wirtz to the guy that's playing up front for Morocco, but he's listed as a mid-price midfielder? That is Saibari. Saibari of Morocco could still come into this team, but as things stand, I'm on Wirtz. Did we get there to 41,000? I think we're just short. I think we're just going to be short. It's probably not going to happen, but if we could, hit that subscribe button if you want to show support for me, if you like my team reveals, if you like my videos, if you like my lives. 41k would be awesome, guys. Thank you so much for supporting. Right. -3. Do we do it? Do we do it? Guys, start locking in your transfers. You never know with the site. It went down yesterday during before Portugal. People were having problems moving their Portuguese subs, weren't they? Really need to get my head in the game. Do I take a hit? He's such a me pick, I know, Nicky. But I'm not watching Morocco. I don't see myself staying up to watch that one tomorrow night. And I am watching Germany at 9 o'clock on Saturday. Like, of course, 9 o'clock Saturday night. Germany, Ivory Coast. The Amande show, hopefully. I'm going to be watching Wirtz. And I feel like with captaincy picks and just picks in general, I want to be watching those games. I genuinely think if it was the other way around and I knew I was watching Morocco and wasn't watching Germany because they were on at silly o'clock, I'd take the hit in an instant. But for me, it's about the experience too. And would you take a hit? Rodriguez to Sabari? Yeah, I think so. Depends if you're watching them. Depends what it is on the line for you. Time is ticking, I know. Guys, we've only gone and bloody done it. Thank you so much for subscribing. That's ridiculous. How are we on 41k? We're on 40k. We hit 40k in last week's deadline stream. We've just hit 41k in this week's deadline stream. It's very unlikely we're going to hit 42k next deadline stream. But honestly, thank you so much to every new subscriber out there. I don't think you'll regret it. I think you're going to enjoy this channel, not just for the lives, but mainly for the videos I make. Daily videos on this World Cup, but also I do shorts. Also, we're going to do a ton of content in FPL for pre-season as well. Thank you very much. 41k. Let me gift 5 memberships. 5 of you will win a membership. Spam the chat. In the next 1 minute, I will gift 5 memberships. YouTube picks who it goes to. It just goes to 5 people randomly. So you've got to have said something in the chat. So spam the chat and 5 of you will get it automatically. If you're a member, you get priority questions. You get some extra content. All you've got to do to win a membership is put something in the chat. So you've got to be subscribed. I'm going to hit that button in the next 30 seconds. Where's the bloody button? There it is. Spam all you want. Just spam. I'll give you... I'm not going to tell you exactly when I'm going to hit it, but it's in the next 15 seconds. Spam away. And whilst you're doing this, I can figure out if I take a hit. I really want Sabari. Banged so hard on about Sabari. Don't know if I can do it. Just not going to watch Morocco. I think I'll fall asleep. I know I'm watching Germany. I've hit the button, by the way. Then I can't see the chat. It's moving too quick. But 5 of you have won a membership. So thank you. 41k. Wow. Right. Head in the game, Gianni. Do I keep Wirtz or do I go to Enner Valencia? You lot are 55%. Don't know what to do. If I knew I was watching Morocco, I'd take the hit. The fact that I don't think I'll be watching Morocco and I am watching Germany, might just keep Wirtz, you know. What's interesting is half of you have taken a hit. At least half have taken a hit. Wild. I get it, though. Completely get it. It's only a -3. And if it gives you a better captaincy option, then why the hell not? I understand it. His captaincy options are massive. Does Saibari bang against Scotland? Very possible. They were impressive, weren't they, Morocco? This is how they lined up. It's Brahim Diaz and it's Sabari. It's a front. They're the 2 exciting players there in attack. Obviously, Hakimi's exciting in attack too. Yeah, you can definitely stop the spamming. How do I end the spamming, though? I don't know how to end the spamming. Why are people still spamming? I thought the memberships were done ages ago. I thought it was visible. In fact, it was visible. I put it up on screen. Look, it's done. I gifted the memberships. Stop spamming. Don't think I should do it. I don't think I should do it. I don't think I should do it. I don't think I should do it. But I'm an emotional guy. It's a very me pick. It's the scouting bonus. I'm like, oh, there's your -3 made up. I've already got -2 because he's going to get something and he's got scouting bonus. Why do I love Sabari so much? Just do. I like Morocco. Morocco have been so slept on. Like, I think we see African teams and go, oh, maybe that'll be, you know, a fairly easy fixture. The African teams are strong. Look at DRC versus Portugal, right? I think Ghana will be strong. You'll see Ghana put in a good shift versus England. Senegal was so strong versus France. First half, they were the better team. And Morocco were the better team against Brazil for a lot of that football match as well. Morocco, Senegal, Ghana. God, Cape Verde even kept a draw versus Spain. Like, don't underestimate the African teams. And Morocco are the best of them all. And Sabari's the best player, as in for fantasy. Slept on, they had Brazil. I know, look how good they were. Okay, they had Brazil, but they haven't this week, and no one's buying them. So they've got Scotland, and we're still not buying them. Six minutes to go, guys. Start locking in. Start locking in. Don't wait on me. I mean, I've locked in my 2 transfers, as you can see. Obviously, I'm locked. I just could do that last hit, but I'm locked on my 2 moves. Vini and Valencia in. Musiala and Torres out. Sabari. Sabari in for Wirtz. Just tweeting Sabari for Wirtz on a -3 is going down to the wire. I don't think I'm going to do it. It's the heart and head, isn't it? It's the heart and head. Ismail Sabari's not locked for me. Activate your 12th man, brother. Yeah, do it if you've still got your 12th man. I've not. I've not got 12th man. We're taking hit for a 36-year-old player. I don't get it. I am. Oh, Sabari's 36. Is he? He's 25, dude. He's linked with Bayern Munich this summer. Plays for PSV. That's the question, Gianni. Is you are comfortable with no Germany attackers? I don't think I am, Jay. Selling both and then watching the game. I do think Ivory Coast showed vulnerabilities versus Ecuador. Ecuador should have scored. And I'm watching the game. And I'm excited to watch that game. Honestly, I think that's one of the games of the round. Like last round, the game of the round I was really excited about was Morocco-Brazil. African team playing South American team. 2 proper teams with lots of ballers. I think Germany-Ivory Coast is full of ballers. Like, I want to watch Diamande again. I want to see Ahmad in action. Frank Kessie, I've always really rated. Germany, full of ballers. Could have goals. It really could have goals. Yeah, I think that question is enough for me. I think that question's done it. I'm not going to do it. I'm keeping Wirtz. I'm not sending both my German players and then watching the game and seeing them both bang horrible. He did only get an assist with 7, and he should have got more, though. He was unfortunate. He had a couple of big chances blocked. I'll have Sabari anyway in match day 3. I will. I'll have triple Morocco, probably. So, yeah. I'm gonna go without. 55% of you are with me, too. I can have Sabari anyway in match day 3. I'm not watching Sabari. And maybe Scotland just turn up and go one of those really sharp shot performances. Because the Scots can do that. The Scots are good at defending. But Morocco are good at attacking. But yeah, I'm locked. I'm locked, guys. Go. There's nothing to see here. I'm locked. I'm locked. Don't hang around. Don't make decisions. Go make those changes right now. Please, I promise you, I will not be making any last minute changes for those that want to copy my team, right? I'm locked. So go lock in because the website could crash anytime. You never know. Yeah, I'm locked. Hello, Wirtz. You're staying in. Wise decision. Thanks for the stream. Yeah, one of each. Spread the risk, isn't it, Mackham? Spread the risk. Yeah, I'm glad. Look, for anyone that went Sabari, I think he's an amazing shout. Just because I haven't ended up picking on a hit doesn't mean I wouldn't. If I could have got to Sabari from Wirtz, I would have. I didn't have the money. I would have kept Ferran Torres, sold Wirtz, and not gone Enner Valencia. I think Sabari is an amazing pick this week. Yeah, it has been a great one. Why would you captain Elvedi? Because he's first up. You keep switching the armband, guys. You should always captain your first player. Yeah, guys, go follow FPL Joe. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Jay. You've been amazing modding. Thank you, Freddie, for being with us throughout. So many of our members have been with us throughout. FPL Joe's been great. Off-core Jay, Nikki. We had John come in at the end there. Mackham. So many of our ultras in the house. I wouldn't stream for 3 hours if I didn't have the ultras with me doing this. So thank you, guys. 3-hour stream. Well worth it. We got to 41k as well. But to everyone that's modded, to everyone that's contributed in the chat, to everyone that liked, to everyone that subscribed, thank you so much. Squirrel's in the house. I saw him come in late. Squirrel's been there as well. Shout out, Squirrel. Our most recent ultra and a welcome addition. Joe, you've been awesome as always. There'll be so much content planned in the week. I'm going to do a wildcard first draft. I don't know if I'll do it tomorrow. I only want to show you a first draft when I've done lots of tinkering. It depends how much time I put in tonight. But yeah, it'll be out very soon, first draft. So guys, you're the best. I have the best subscribers out there. You lot are amazing. The reason I enjoy streaming as I do is because you keep me company. Thank you for being my mates. Mark in the house as well. Forgot because you were so active earlier, Mark, and haven't said anything for a while. Definitely time for a beer, isn't it? Guys, enjoy the football tonight. Good luck this game week. Good luck this match day. I'll see you in the next.